say what's up?
Red Eyes Entertainment.
You know we say what's up? Oh yeah, we say what's up? You we say what's up? No matter what I should do for your love, I can do anything for your love. Your business on my mind, all day, all day, all day. On my mind, all day, all day, all day. Your business on my mind, all day, all day, all day. On my mind, all day, all day, see, all day. They do them better and they far away, but no one like my gamer, gamer, gamer. Someone I can love, someone I can dress by way, but they can break my gamer, gamer, gamer. My love belongs to you, your love belongs to me. And I yo, baby, kulu neko. Namonga da bagana, imonga da bagana. Our loving baby would not be high and see. Yeah, yo. You call me, throw you on my back. I want to throw you on my back. Manugunu, I want to say I do. I do about what I should do for your love. I can do anything for your love. Your business on my mind, all day, all day, all day. On my mind, all day, all day, all day. Your business on my mind, all day, all day, all day. On my mind, all day, all day, all day. Ayaka, ayaka, baby I can go there for you. Ayaka, ayaka, I can bring it for you. Ayaka, ayaka, baby I can do it for you. Ayaka, 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 say I can give you all the loving you need. I can give you all those kisses you need. Ayaka, no matter what I should do for your love, I can do anything for your love. Your business on my mind, all day, all day, all day. On my mind, all day, all day, all day. Your business on my mind, all day, all day, all day. On my mind, all day, all day, all day. My baby, baby, when I look in your eyes, I can see my portrait. And it look like, baby, when you look in my eyes, you can see your gadget. Yeah, man, photo, photo, photo. Yeah, man, moto, moto, moto. No matter what I should do for your love, do for you. I can do anything for your love. Do for your business on my mind, all day, all day, on my mind, all day, all day, all day. Your business on my mind, all day, all day, all day, on my mind, all day, all day, all day. Yeah, Rollo in the mix.
Red Eyes.
We say what's up?
This is your humble servant, Munel Kishan, aka the General. I love Lrtn, Liberia Radio and Television Network, owned and operated by Sharing Foundation. The General Show starts right now. Don't go away. Stay tuned. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Munel Kishan, aka the General. This is the Lrtn, where the General Show aired every evening. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you very much. Share this video, and share it. We got a lot of things to discuss today. Not too much, but we all been watching Facebook. We all been seeing what's going on in Liberia, our wonderful country. But before I start with Liberia, I want to say congratulations. Joe Biden is the standard bearer now for the Democratic Party. Finally, the old man gave the other old man chance. That is how they do politics. Politics, we are not enemies. We only differ on stuff. You talk to your partner, you say, listen, I think you're the best man to do the job. I will support you, and that's it. And now the Democratic Party have a nominee, and he's Uncle Joe, Joe Biden. I'm saying this because I get direct text from Joe Biden page. So to all the Trump supporters, all the Liberians who supporting Trump, I add the S on it because I even know his name is what. But all the Trumpists or whatsoever, but all the Liberians who think that Donald Trump is the best president, I have done my research and just to find out that most of them are seditionists. Most of them are seditionists because they think different. They look at reality and they say it cannot believe it. Yeah, today Donald Trump, doctor, the man he appointed, the man said Donald Trump knew about this thing long time and he could have saved more lives in America, but he overlooked it. It's the same thing in Liberia. Our president organized the first committee concerning COVID 19. He organized the first committee headed by him in February, and he allowed his party to have a retreat and put people at the stadium. So you see how he put the Liberian people at risk. In February, the president organized, put together his first committee, some PACO or something, and chaired by him. And he said he was day to day, he was in consultation with them and they were planning. And today we have not seen anything that is in place. People are all over Facebook. Instead of them, they are accusing people, they lie on people that don't even have the virus. They're taking them to hospital 14 and they're keeping them for days. And just to find out, fear alone killing people. They're just accusing people. It's real. The coronavirus is real. It's not a joking thing. It's real. People are dying. May his soul rest in peace. The late Tom Moyu gone. Tom Moyu gone already. Concerning the same coronavirus, he's gone. You know, and it's real. It's not a joking thing. So we should stop playing politics. They say, oh, opposition playing politics. No. They're playing the politics. I look too red on this thing here. They're playing the politics because they tried to use this coronavirus for 2023. They're trying to use the coronavirus for 2020. What is that? What is that? President Weah, stop it. If you win election, you win election. But it don't work that way. That's not how you're supposed to treat the Liberian people. You're taking people to hospital 14 where there is no light. You keep them there for 4 days before they even get the treatment, the test or whatsoever. They're going there for different stuff. By the time you say you get fever, boop, look at that lady who just explained her story, but she don't want to call the hospital name. She don't want to call these people. That's true. That hospital 14. They're keeping people there and doing all kinds of things. So, my people, we need to pray. We don't know what's going on. What are they trying to? they playing on the Liberian people. Now the president put together state of emergency. I don't know state of emergency is curfew or what is that? We're not fighting war in Liberia. We're not fighting war in Liberia for people to get guns. Why beating? Why are you beating the citizens? Look at up to now, the Senate and the House cannot even meet. Joint resolution is supposed to put together, but you right there, you commanded them to, as if you were in contact, as if you sent something. The president did not send nothing to the House up to now, and which is truth. He got 7 days. If they don't meet and put things together in 7 days, it's not a war. It's over. Now, if you try to push it, he go against the constitution, then they can call for impeachment. But this is not fair. We don't know who is in charge right now. Look at Moses Carter, the chief spokesman for the Liberian National Police. Look how he treated a man who, or he electrician, they're responsible for power in the country. The justice minister gave this man a permit. Let us be rational. Give this man a permit. His wife goes to the office every day to wait for him. If this man sacrificing because he's supposed to be home, they say, "Oh, don't worry, you can be in the street." What about his wife in the car? Moses Carter ordered them to park the man's car after showing him a document from Justice Ministry. This man worked with a power company that's supposed to be maintaining light. This man gave you the paper, or your officer read the paper as if they can read. Signed by Justice Minister. Who's your boss? The Justice Minister is the boss for almost, in fact, the Justice Minister almost like the head of the John security team most of the time. Eh? But he overlooked and said, "You park the car or your wife." But that woman, husband in the street. So what the benefit? What is the benefit? Broad daylight. What it would take you to allow that young man to go? And look how the police, in fact, the city police director was more intelligent than him. The man said, "If you want to talk to me, go talk to my boss, the mayor. Go and talk to the mayor. Go and talk to the mayor." The boss said, "We'll live with these things, people. We're not beating nobody." But all they did, they bought Lrtns and they're harassing people. You look on Facebook, you see police and citizens fighting. What is that? Is that a police? This president sees, he look on Facebook every day. Every day, President Weah is on Facebook, on Twitter, to see who are talking nonsense to him, to see who are talking. This president is on Twitter 24/7, on YouTube, on Facebook. He knows exactly what's going on. He knows what's going on. You let pray for Liberia, my people. You let pray for Liberia. Because what is going on, we don't know anymore. We can't talk about no advisors. We'll not be talking about, oh, that the advisors, nothing, it got nothing to do with advisors. This is a common sense thing. Common sense. We got more poor people in Liberia than anything. Eh? More poor people. Now, who are you supposed to be concerned about? My family? No. Your family? No. They got people who cannot afford it, who got to hustle every day. We want these people to stay home. We want these people to leave the street. If they can leave the street for 3 weeks, which is true, yes, they can leave the street. But some of them, now, don't let nobody fool you, because we in contact, we got family in Liberia. They're not allowing taxis to run. You got to stay in your area. So if you, even to go to Douala, you got to walk. People leaving from Banja, walking to Douala, people leaving from Lokita, walking to the market. By the time you go and come, day is 3 o'clock. Where in the world you will close business down 3 o'clock? That means the country is not serious. The first thing, every good country get 3 hour shift. 3 hour shift if they come from that country to move. Liberia got only one shift. And the only country that can sleep. That is the only country that can sleep. All our police do is just harassing the people, harassing the people. Okay, that is power. He using his constitutional power to impose state of union. Yes, I'm sorry, state of emergency. State of emergency. It's serious. The COVID-19 is serious. There's no joke about it. It's killing people. Right in America, people are dying. But we have nothing in place. But let me say this today. There was things put in place for Ebola. There were over 2,000 Liberians that were trained properly for Ebola. Everything was in place. But because it was done under Ellen Johnson administration, so oh no, it ain't nothing. They are not partisan. They are not partisan. Okay, let's forget it. We throw them aside. We throw them aside. We don't want them. Even when you're doing a recruiting, you go in the 17th district, you go in the community and recruit people in the community. Don't just take the same people that go under the sycamore tree every day. They got their pictures all on Facebook. Some of them are killed. Some of them are harassing people. They are all the same Sabu unit. That is the only way to encourage your members because you want to pay them, Mr. President. You're going through your Koji, Jefferson Koji. Nobody know where in my point. You ask me, though, even when things were okay, things were tough. What Jefferson Koji all over Montserrat County for? What Jefferson Koji doing all over Montserrat County? Eh? Mayor of Monrovia, they got mayor of Painesville, they got mayor for different places. But he got his Sabu unit. They said they were trained for 2 week plus and 1 week plus. Why are we lying? Why? That's why I say you're who supporting Trump, you're no different from sedition. You're a sedition. Let me tell you the truth. Because Trump just had an interview again. Lie. And I'm so surprised to see Liberians even downgrading Barack Obama. Yeah, they just played Barack's speech. He said it. If there's look, leaders, you must have vision. You must have plan for the future. When the Republicans were pushing Barack around, when he said, let's do this, let's do that, they're pushing around. Oh, we need to do something. This Spanish flu and whatsoever, there will be worse flu. It might be a decade from now, it might be 5 years from now. There will be something in this thing that will even the whole world because it's biological warfare. And today, what happened? They playing Barack's speech. Republican refused to fund it. Everything Barack said no. That's the same thing. The same thing. Eh? That's the same thing going on today. Eh? The president put a state of emergency, but no plans. He has not given one document to the House yet in the Senate. How many days? You see how we treat our people. The president spoke on what? Tuesday or Wednesday and said Friday. He gave the people 2 days. 2 days you give the people to get prepared to leave the street. You're in America that backing it. Even when California were closing down, they gave the people 2 weeks. They said, we might close this city down because of something. Even right here, they threw the people thinking what to do. And they're giving people time. But 2 days, the president gave the people to go. We're not saying that President Weah should do things that they cannot afford. If the money is not there, we're not saying go and give these people money. But you got money that the people gave you, $7 million, 14, $15 million, and $40 million that they gave you all this money. What it is when you take $2 million from there and say, okay, even the people, Zoko, they are citizens of Liberia. They voted. These are the same people that elected this president. But say you won't get them bucket and rice. Okay, even if you put your picture on the bag of rice, no problem. Because you definitely putting your picture on the bucket. If that little rest, take it from the churches, the community, deal with communities, deal with the community's leader, deal with certain different group, how to distribute it. How to distribute it. The president organized the second committee, the operational committee, headed by Mary Bro. No, he's the chairman, but he put them in charge. He headed the two committees. He said it on his speech. So this president was aware of this coronavirus long time, but yet instead He played deaf ear. He put Liberians at risk. He put Liberians in the street, and he had his retreat where everybody was rubbing against each other with the sweat all over them. Common sense. People were talking about social distancing before even the president had his stuff. So you're telling me, President, we are organized or first put a first committee together to work on this thing in February. In February. But yet instead, the CDC went and organized a rally, went against international protocol concerning social distancing, where everybody was concerned, oh, gave 6 feet, 6 feet, but they were all in there spitting us each other. And who took that thing in the country? The same government official that travel everywhere. The same government official that left the country, went to Nigeria, went to Europe, but because they know they are big, big boys, so nobody give a damn about them. Nobody can stop them. They just walk out, walk in anytime. But when Mo Ali entered the country, you quarantine him because he's not a sedition. When Alexander Cumming entered the country, you quarantine him because he's not a sedition. That is not fair. What Liberians doing to themselves? Why this president treating us like this? Eh? Why this president treating Liberians like this? Liberians did something to this president. This is a common sense. President Weah is off track. President Weah has failed the Liberian people. We must be fair to ourselves. If you're not fair to yourself, you're not fair to your country. Look, we need to stop the praises here until it will happen to you guys one day. It will fall right on your lap. Most of you guys who in America, especially, who don't know right from wrong because you're getting some money. And I can bet my neck, some of them getting money every month. Like Michael Gilman, his uncle, Weeks, who's the Lrtn boss. That is why he closed his eyes on stuff. But you know what I like about them? When you attack them, nothing they get to tell you to defend who you attacking, they go personal with you. No. You go personal with me, I go personal with you. I ain't got no corrupt record. I'm not the one who used to sell passport to anybody. But the fact is that we must learn to put Liberia first. We must learn to put Liberia first. Look at them. All of them are so Trumpists. All of them are Trump people. Every one of them supporting Trump. But you know why they're supporting Trump for? Let me tell you why sedition supporting Trump and most Africans supporting Trump. All the dictators in Africa, the ones who want to treat their people like a slave, they're praying to God that Donald Trump win election, because when he win election, Donald Trump already said Africa is a shithole country, so he don't concentrate. Watch it. Since Donald Trump being president, he ever bother any African country with aid or whatsoever? He just trash them every day. But it don't work with the Democrat. And most of the Republicans, the good Republicans, the politicians, like the ones that who understand. That's why Trump just made George Bush look like a damn genius. Seriously, genius. Now George would have want to what he named Mr. Taylor. Mr. Taylor must leave. Mr. Taylor must leave because they understand the dynamics. They know what it means to be a leader. But we have somebody 12 years, 12 good years running after a president job. 12 years. The man who never caught hard time, who never felt it, who never tasted jailhouse one day in his life, who were never flopped, who were never dragged in the street because he's a politician. No, he had it on a silver platter. Ellen Johnson never harassed him. He had 24/7 line open between he and Ellen Johnson. But today, our president cut a speech with all the opposition. All the opposition, the president cut a speech. He don't speak to them. He don't speak to his opposition. No, he don't speak to them because once you oppose George Weah, you hate him. You are enemy to George Weah. Once you oppose George Weah, you are enemy to George Mane Weah. Let us take a few breaks. I will be back in 30 seconds. You understand? So please don't go away. Share this video. More to come. Please. Okay, thank you very much. I'm back. Thank you very much. And don't forget to register for the census. Don't forget, please. Check your communities. They got a lot of stuff coming up there. And that is how your community get funding. So please get involved. It's in the mail. Just fill it up. It won't take you no time and send it right back. You can also do it online. Okay, now we all been waiting for the legislatures to come together. It don't have to be a joint session. You know, sometimes when we're saying these things, but I like Darius Dillon. Darius Dillon, he's the smartest politician in Liberia for now. He knows the constitution to his fingertip. That is what a politician is supposed to do, and that is what a lawmaker. They know the rules, they know the law. Right. That's the president right. That's the right of the president to invoke 85, 86, 87, 88. That's his right. But he got to report to the Senate and the House. If you don't do it from 1 to 7 days, it's not involved. They can come out and tell you, say, no, okay, this is what you do, and he cannot veto it. If he tried to do it, because that's what this man testing the people. Let me mail understand. President Weah is testing the Liberian people. That is why he, the first president to invoke 85, 86, 87, 88 of our constitution. Because they want to get rid of people who who criticize him. Even they want to push the journalists out. They want to stop journalists. They want to stop a lot of people. We're in a war state of emergency that we're not fighting war. Even if you tell the people, stay in your community, let them take their time and leave the street. We know Liberians, when we go to places, it takes us time to get out, even to party. We still won't hang out there. Well, let them take time. Police beating people and seizing the market. They throwing, they whipping people in the street. They doing. I saw a girl fighting the police, and I saw another boy. This guy whipping the police, whipping him, and he was so mad he turned around and took the rock and slammed it on the police. The people are getting tired. These are all President We are supporters you treating this way. These are all President We cannot even go in the street of Monrovia anymore. President We now is more than Charles Taylor. President We got more security than Charles Taylor, who killed Liberians. Charles Taylor, who destroyed lives in our country. President We got more security. Now, President We can only go to places where they will have to truck seditions to be able to cheer for him. President We can't go in the street anymore. He can. Why he afraid of his own people? That should be the least thing on the president's mind, security. President We never came to office by the gun. President We was not in support of, he was not a member of any armed group, although they say he supported Model, but he never came to power by the guns. So why this president should worry about security? Who want to kill President We? You tell me, my people. Opposition, you hate the president. Opposition, you hate the president. Oh, because we oppose the president, so we opposition and we hate the president. Yes. We're not here to sugarcoat this president. We're not here to babysit this president. We're not here to worship this president. If you want to worship this president, it's up to you. Go ahead and worship him. But we are not here to worship him. Liberians will not worship President We worship God. We cannot be afraid of our leaders. We expect our leaders to do for the people. Now, this president got everything in his house he wants, all his officials. Officials don't need nothing. They don't need it. Why you worry about these officials? Why you worry? But they got people in Liberia, hospitals, people in hospitals, all these things. These are what you're sort of concerned about. What is in place? What everybody go to this place, people coming and they all on Facebook say they can't believe it's a death trap. They say the virus is not killing people, they're killing people because they're putting you into an area where they already got the virus and they assume you got virus and they keep you there and then you die. Look at this girl. Eh? 4 days she couldn't use the bathroom because everybody afraid to touch each other. It's real. But until it will grab one official, they might die. Then it will be serious. During Ellen Johnson time, I can't remember who's one of the representative. He took his daughter to JFK. Right in front of him, his daughter died. There was no help. They said, Mr. Honorable, I said, oh, there's nothing here. She died right in front of him because JFK was nothing. That's the same thing going to happen. Now, the first thing, nobody can go out of the country. No plane. You're who the official there. Joshua will charter a flight to leave if he's sick. But for you, I don't know how they will carry you. They will rush you by road. Or maybe he will be nice enough to say, okay, I will charter a flight to bring them. But until it grabbed them, they say Tato Jala, I know Jala here. They say he got it, but he had it. He didn't want for nobody to know. So he currently said, look, it's real. All the people that are on the front line, they taking the risks. We got people in Liberia that already been trained for Ebola. The other day, CNN were pressing Liberia when it came to the Ebola. How Liberia handled the Ebola. Because we had things all in place later on. Go to ERW Journal, they get a site. They got people that they train for Ebola. Why go back and get bunch of thugs who already harassing people in the street that will leave from their district to go in district 4 to go do job there? Why you couldn't just recruit? Since you say, okay, the people from Ellington, they're nothing. Why you couldn't just recruit from every district, from the community? Let the people in the community deal with the people. But now, if a man come from one community and go to the next community, he cause problem there, you're not going to see him again. That's what happening. And Jefferson Koji acting like president of Monrovia. President of Monrovia. They stay in our trench, in our war. He got a Joshua cap on. They think, since this party came to power, my people, let me ask you, your, 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 your still running campaign. Instead of you doing the job, you're still running campaign. You will look. You say we stay for 12 years. You say opposition will be there for 12. Opposition will suffer for 12 years. Good. But there's a parable they say, Kaka long sote go cut. Child who can sleep, the man will not sleep. You know what I'm saying? Just how opposition will stay inside for 12 years. You're who the supporter, you will stay there for 12 years and remain in poverty for 12 years. Because you will be depending on our government to get job. And they will not look at some of you. Some of you right now, you're not even sitting on the fence. You're out of the fence. You're in the fence, but you're out of the fence already. They got it. They did the first substitute, the first team they put together. You are not on the team. They did the first substitution. You're not on it. They did another substitution. You're not on the substitution. So what are you looking for? You will stay out of the place. And let me say something again. Something that been coming to my mind. Every day, educated people who consider to be educated. I will not call his name. He said, why opposition can do better? They can go to school, they can go library and build school. And this individual live in America. You who live in America, the Republican Party get a school in America, yeah? The Democratic Party build a school in America, yeah? Every day we talk about opposition in Liberia. The taxes the people pay in Liberia, they pay it to the opposition party. ANC, Unity Party, and LAP, and Liberty Party, they're the one receiving the taxes. The opposition ever made appointment in government to say, oh, we don't want to appoint these people? No. If opposition make any contribution, it's just out of generosity. They need to do it. They themselves paying taxes. They themselves individually. Cummings paying taxes for his house. His house over there, a big house, he paying taxes on it. Everybody paying taxes. Darren Dillon paying taxes. Everybody. The taxes do not go to the opposition. The taxes goes to government. Opposition, I appoint the appointment for LRA, not for opposition, but everything. So what opposition doing? Because this president take government money, put bucket, put his picture on it, and spend it, then you expect you continue to worship him. When George Weah was not president, did George Weah ever spend money in Liberia to do anything? We finish with football. We done with football. If I was a millionaire, I was going to spend plenty of money behind IE. Because everybody who know me in the football business, IE owe me plenty of money. When I was TM for IE, I still, my wife can laugh at me. I got a grip that broyer. I still got receipts that I spent on IE in 1998. The game against Liberia, IE and all us, Geo Professional. Took my hard-earned money. May his soul rest in peace. The late Ben Donny. The late Ben Donny. Hold on 1 minute, please. Hello? Yeah, I'm online right now. You're calling me. Which number? Which number? Man, please. I won't call your name right now, but don't do that to me, please. I will text it. I will text it. Hello, I'm sorry for the distraction, and that was a call that I don't want to listen to. So that was the problem. So what I was saying, they this guy talk about the schools and whatsoever. I don't know. I've been distracted now. Yes, when it came to IE, if I had the money, I would spend money on football, on soccer in Liberia because that's my passion. Football don't make you rich because you're not playing it. You're not even the owner. The men that play the game, they make him rich. It's just an entertainment for us. Joshua loved football at the time he was playing, and it helped him a lot to play for the national team. All the African players ask, they want to come to play for the team, even if the coach is someone. It happened to Ghana when they fired the coach in 84, 82, when Ghana had one of the worst performances so far. These guys sometimes brag to play on national because it's a morale for them. Apart from our national team, let's put it aside. Samuel Eto'o spent millions of dollars on his country national team. All the way Cameroon got money. They play semi-pro. Dragba and other people spend money on the national team. And not Joshua alone. They got Calon them. They spend money on certain national team. Joshua was not the only person. But Joshua took it because he was the leader at the time after the war because he never been captain for Lone Star. You see that thing? Joshua was never captain for Lone Star. He was captain for Lone Star after the war. That's when they make Joshua captain because our so-called sports officials, greedy people, they say, let's contact Joshua. At least when we contact Joshua, we'll be. I remember we went to Ghana. We had Togo game there. I don't know, Saki Kennedy had money on him, and he refused to let that money. Almost 6,005. He had in his pocket. And we all know people who were on that trip know what happened. I was in Ghana at the time. And I did a recording for Liberia. We played Gambia, we beat Gambia 4. So we know all that. So they do that all the time. All the time. You understand? So let us stop it. As far as concerned, when I subtract football from George Weah, when we subtract the football from Joshua, Joshua did nothing for Liberia personally to help. Joshua never helped no lives in Liberia. Joshua donated to University of Liberia during Dole time. During Dole time, that way he gave that boss and he gave him $5,000. But today he's still looking Gafuan face and say, I pay your school fees. But don't you know that Jonathan Seb with Board Charles did the same thing? But you know why we ain't talking about it? Because who is Board Charles? Who is Jonathan Seb? We ain't give a damn about him. We're only concerned about George Weah. We ain't talking about Salensa. We ain't talking about this. Do you people ask yourself a question? What Joshua have done for Liberia? Everything Joshua did for people in Liberia order in a month. Joshua gave you 5 cents. You read it, he talked about it. He gave a vice president 2005, he talked about it. So everything that Joshua did is not on paper. There is nothing to show he did it. It's in their mouth. That's how they wrote the story. That's how the story, and we know, I will not call the name, the people that wrote the story and put in the Concord newspaper, in the Concord magazine. Concord magazine is one you can just Make up your story and give it to them. They said Joshua worth $83 million. It was in the Concord paper. We know who wrote that story before the election started to make the people understand that Joshua had money. Joshua make almost $100 million in soccer, playing football. Even more, if I don't mistake. More. Because if people who are in Ghana, you remember one time they asked Joshua, Joshua, it is true, went to PS and went to AC Milan. It is true if you make $250,000 a week. He started laughing. He laughed. He laughed. He said, I make more than that. That's what he said. A week when you're playing for AC Milan. So, plus a padam and all that kind of thing. But apart from that, what Joshua did in Clara time when you're playing football? When the war was hot, people were dying from bullets. There were Liberians in America who were still sending food to Liberia. There were Liberians who took the risks, used to visit Liberia. They went to Liberia with Amos Sawyer, they were in it, was sitting. There were Liberians who went and landed at Springfield. They go there, they buy rice for the community. There's George Weah. They should be the rest in Claratown. What the poor catching hard time. The house the fraternity grandmother was living in, the George Weah replaced that place there. The grandmother children, the other boy was on one of George Weah video. He said that my mom, George Weah, was living with my grandma. They had a room we used to sleep in. That boy stayed in Claratown. They're supposed to be his brother. They're supposed to be his brother. Because that's his grandmother, fraternity grandmother, not his biological grandmother. We all know that. But that house stayed the same. There's a school in Claratown. They say Weah Academy, owned by one old man, one guy who just put George Weah name on it, thinking that George Weah will come to get support. You're going to get support from George Weah. He never. PHP, where I used to dress. PHP, where I used to dress. Did George Weah put where there? No. He knew all the people in PHP. Did Joshua ever went around to say, I'm interested in sports? Not because he said he want to be LFA boss. It's not because he want to be LFA boss, but something that you love and have passion for. Everybody in their life, when they retire from a career, they either become a consultant until they can do something else. Did Joshua ever put children together one day and say, I will have a school or clinic for children to tell them, say, professionals that will not just till you jump to you know how many librarians lost their lives because they want to go professional because they saw Joshua? The George Weah lectured and said, you cannot just jump up and say you want to be a professional player. All that thing broke our football down. Because we have one person who went professional, who tested it and know the good and bad in it. And we had that same person who refused, because of what reason, refused to recommend certain people. Because they never show respect to him, according to him. They never. Alexander Chinikin, Anthony Papi Sumo, who just wanted a one telephone call. I'm saying these things because I know it. These people are close to them, are people that we sit down and talk. We sat down and we talked together. So it's not nothing that I'm making up. If I'm making up this story, I'm gonna die today. I'm not making up this story here. People know about this story. There are people in Liberia who play with George Weah. Today, when we call someone and name the vest, they go lay complaint. My man don't come and they become for the man to feel bad. Yes. Yes. These are the things we look at to know if you're a good person. The entire world, the entire country watched George Weah inauguration. People were happy, proud. People crying. The entire world. George Weah gave a speech and said the resources of Liberia will be divided among these 15 counties. Liberia will no more cry. Liberians will benefit from the resources. There will be freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want to say. Nobody going to stop you. Hello? Yes. Yeah. Good. Good. And people call him, I'm ready to talk yet. So tell me, we got people Who know Lrtn in Liberia? Lrtn who crossed on the ground. George Weah, that boy loved George Weah to kill. You can't tell nobody about George Weah until that to Lrtn. Today, Lrtn is still crying. I was in Liberia 2018. 2018. I saw Lrtn at the stadium. Can George Weah see him? No. No. Or IE fanatic. Who, when you talk about Joshua, that boy crawl. Today, Lrtn. Nobody will tell me nothing. Lrtn. Did George Weah ever look at Lrtn? He voted for George Weah. When I met him, he told me, he said, "Big brother, I want man, no matter what, big brother, I know. I watch your video, but big brother, you know our IE business too. That man will do something for us. That man will do something for us." George Weah never, never, never. Today, everybody look for classmates. Everybody look for childhood friends. Everybody look for somebody who we did something in common. Look at our national team, the Lone Star. I remember when the late Seaton, when Liberia lost that game, I was not there. Seaton made a statement, and from his own mouth, his own talking, before he even died, we were talking. He said, "Me, I just told him, say, he said, put my star on ice." And what Joshua said, that his last game, he would never play for Lone Star as long as Joshua is around. That's what he told Frank Seaton. You would never wear Lone Star jersey as long as I'm around. Because of what? These children make their own money. But Paul Christopher Red, because he messed up already, so he's sucking up to George Weah now. Because before he couldn't suck up to George Weah, he was a big boy. Now he's sucking up to George Weah. Joe Number sucking up to George Weah. Every one of them buying down to George Weah. But these are the people that you slept with. They slept on the same bed, on the same bed as like the late Thomas Freeman. The late Thomas Freeman and bought and Opon share room. I hope you man share with me too. You all know the story about Thomas Freeman. You all know the story. When Joshua came from professional, when I call his name, he read in Liberia today, and I black him. Joshua called and said, "Can't see shoes." And you say, you're the big boys those days. That is how petty our president is. But we say this thing because he's a leader. Leader don't work for that. You're president of a nation. You're not president for CDC. No, you're not president for CDC. There is nothing they call Republic of CDC. It's Republic of Liberia. But since this president going 3 years, let me ask you. You know they got a saying. You chase black car. The car is so black, summertime, and in a small little village like Liberia, Monrovia. You're looking for the black car. The only black car in the town, you say you don't see it. But you still look for the car in the night. Can you find that car in the night? No. No. What you do yesterday, you can't do it today easily. This president going into his third year. We're going into 2022 and 23. Let me tell you, just like when you get $10,000, you start spending, spending, spending. When you look the money finishing, then you won't spend again. All the things you plan to do, you can't do it. The how the government looking right now. They have messed up for the first 2 years. We talk about Ellen, we talk so. They mess up for the first 2 years. Now the thing had to maneuver to get 3 years, to get another year over there to win election. The people of Liberia are not stupid. The people of Liberia not stupid. All President Weah wanted was the title. Just how he wanted the title for war best. And he still did not prove extra. He still don't show that he had a war best title. Yes. Whether you're lucky or not. All President Weah wanted, all George Weah wanted was the war best and won all the title. It was any kind of way he won it at his business. But he won it. He won it. He won it. Eh? That's the game George Weah loved. But we make George Weah president because the people in Liberia saw themselves in George Weah. They say, "Oh, this man is our countryman. This man is the native born of Liberia, of Liberia." So we don't want to, they say our power different, our man different, or whatsoever. Because the so-called scholars, the so-called educated ones, the ones that who got the degree, half in school, half online, and end up paying for it, that the one that we get no sense, no vision. You look at me, you look at Costa, you look at Service, you say they are foreigners. Yes, but we serve Liberia more than them. We serve Liberia better than them. We work in government. We never stole from government. We never sell passport. We never used to buy Liberian passport and send it abroad for other people to use to play some fake game. We never used to work with Don Bosco and fire them. I never been fired nowhere in my life. Nobody have fired me since I started working. Let me knock this up. Nobody fired because you know what? You will fire me for something because you think you want to, but nobody have fired me from the day I started working. I either resigned or I found another job. In Liberia, I was dedicated to my job. 10 years in labor ministry, 10 good years. That if I go there today, anytime, they know me. I was there 2018. I visited the mayor, came outside, the minister. He said, you are the one to call Mr. Kishen. I said, yes. He said, you Margaret? I said, yes. He said, you former inspector general. I said, wow, everybody. I went to the place. I shut the place down. Because when you work into a place, people know you. People should know the kind of person, integrity, honesty, trustworthiness make you a good leader. If you are honest, you cannot down, you will not suppress nobody. If you are honest, you will not kill nobody. If you are honest, you will not steal. If you are honest, you will not suppress. If you are honest person, you will promote. You don't know that? Honesty, that is the first rules of God and leadership. There's a book they call Honesty written by Jefferson. First rule in chapter 1, honesty. If you honest, you will not kill. You will not steal. If you honest, you will not suppress. You will uplift people. If you honest, you will not kill nobody. You will not envy nobody. If you got integrity, you will worry about your future, your children's future. You will worry about yourself. You will say, damn, tomorrow when I leave that office there, I should walk like a man with my head in the air. Not for people to be saying, money is what? Money is nothing. Money is nothing. Look at our former officials who stole money. Example, President Doe, the house he built in 2009 is a what? Furniture on Facebook. They show the swimming pool painted with Liberian flag in the swimming pool. Where is Doe property today? Where is Doe? Because there were things that he did, that government money he used to enrich himself. They told about them. They taught more. Where are they today? Where Chancellor get a nice house over there. It's just sitting like a furniture. I'm sure it will soon start falling apart. So I want you don't sometimes any position they gave you, always think who were in that position. You're not the first. You can be the last. You're not the first, you can be the last. Liberia 172 going to 73. You are the 25th president, although Ellie said 24th, but you are the 25th president. There will be a time they will have 26. There will be 27. Maybe we might not be alive. 28. There was a man who spent 27 years as president. What happened today? Some of the people who were doing Tottenham time stay alive today. They in the 100 years and whatsoever. They stay there. Some of them gone. What happened with the property? What happened with the children? What happened with the Tottenham children? What happened? Nothing. They just got. What happened with the Doe family? Even the crown people themselves don't want to see them because they say Doe that are foreign crown. Because the crown people think Grand Judah is for them. They own Grand Judah, so they own President Weah because President Weah, and so you see, we believe it now what the Guillaume said during the 2005 elections. Because Nima Kante voted for CDC in 2005, overwhelmingly in the first round. But we heard that he was in connection with the Grand Judeans, and that's true. Now it's proven. It's proven, yes, he's in connection with Grand Judah County, and the people from Nima County that supported him too in the second round, he didn't care. He didn't give a heck about it. So all they know that he paid the poor because Peace already. She said, oh, thank you, good for Grand Jide County. The bank governor, the same thing for Grand Jide County. So you see, the act as if it's good. Everybody got the time. But we must put Liberia first. History will hold us. History will judge you, especially you that sitting aside will not are not talking. We might know our enemies. We already know our enemies. And as I looking, you always know your enemy. But they will hold you, say, but what happened, my brother? You were part of this thing, but you are pretending as if you're not. Now you want to over. We got three group of people. We got people that make things happen. We got people that wish for it to happen, but they're not making no effort. They get people who just sit and look. If it happen, fine. If it ain't happen, that's it. The how Liberians looking. President Weah is not in the group that make things happen. President Weah you wishing for things to happen. That's not how it works. You got to work towards it, Mr. President. When you are playing, you see, if the president knew what they call teamwork, we said it before. If you know about teamwork, you understand. President Weah was not having a teamwork on his team. He had an individual skills, and that's what he was playing. That's what you are doing. Oh, President, we know everybody. He got contact around the world, but he don't want to bring people because you know why? Ellen Johnson, this and that. President, we have been there 12 years now. Who came to Liberia to do business and say, oh, you know, I know George we are from playing football and I want to do this? Any friends from Liberia, from Europe or everywhere came to Liberia? No. Every business people that went to that country to do business, they robbed them. They robbed them. Every business people that went there, Magay and whosoever robbed them. They are the middle guys. They are the middlemen. They don't want to do everything. They rob them. Eh? So what else you want? What we should say? Then I hear Liberian people, oh, what the opposition doing? Oh, your taxes you pay to opposition. The taxes that come into the country, that opposition can receive it. Opposition making appointment. Don't you know opposition pay taxes too? Or big. We should stop letting our people to be asking for handouts. Government need to put things. Don't use government money and put your picture on it and say you're doing good. Mr. President, you cannot be generous with country money, with the taxpayer money. No, no way. You cannot. You can't take money. Look at Smith Toby telling the former vice president, well, since you want to bring the $2,500 and then bring the two cars, who the hell are you? You think President Weah took his personal money and bought a car and gave it to the man? He's entitled to the car. It was in the letter. He's entitled to the two cars and a security. Or vice president for 12 years. Then you telling him to bring the car back as if that President Weah sweat. You see, are you kidding me? Then tomorrow, after the whole thing finished, you will see Smart Toby jumping on some kind of newspaper or some radio station and people want to listen to them. No, they are being bought. Why didn't they say the fourth estate? Even the journalists in Liberia, they're not even reporting what they're supposed to report. When you hear them interviewing, you get sick. They call them John the List. They all poor, they broke. When they take money, they give the wrong news. Instead of them asking question that will help the Liberian people. They ask all kind of nonsense questions when they interviewing what his name Yeke, as if they're fighting Yeke, but they never get the opportunity to interview the president. They don't even have the interview the privilege. But when they go to Dara Zealand, they get the opportunity to go to Dara Zealand. Then they go to Sir Joseph. They're not dummy. Sir Joseph, do you have anything to say because you are one of the Ebola heroes? No comment. Now the sedition know that Sir Joseph is a waste. Dummy. The dumbest senator ever. Darius Dillon make the Liberian people to know that Sir Joseph is a fool and dummy. Yeah. Mr. Sir Joseph, you Ebola hero, you fought Ebola. Do you get anything to say about this? No comment. He was there praising this Nigerian guy, praising the Nigerian guy, talking about the Nigerian guy. That Nigerian guy supposed to be in jail by now. That guy's supposed to be in jail. He robbed the system. We don't care if Liberians did it. We don't care if he did it on the side. Or we'll say, oh yeah, but we'll blame Liberian people. Yes, because the National Bar Association saw this paper and they admitted him as Liberian. They checked. That's true. But now immigration wrote and said, no, this man don't have any record yet since 2000 and 1982. The soccer coach said, no, we checked, we ain't see nothing. They come. Then this man got there. That's to say he wants to bring government. That man's supposed to be behind bars. But who's to blame? President Weah, the Solicitor General, who's supposed to do that. But we're taking our time to run behind Henry Costa. We're chasing Henry Costa because Henry Costa went in Liberia with a laissez-passer. Or laissez-passer that was signed by your officials. He's a Liberian. Even when he walked in our country with no document, you can't stop him. But wish hunt, President Weah, I'm disappointed in you. Long time I've been disappointed in you. Seriously. Disappointed. Look at these people. Look at them. Bunch real gangster. People who start stealing by imagination. That means they know where to go steal from. They know where to steal. Dig hole and cover hole. When the president start bringing out oath, when our president told you that day, he said, you all remember when the truck coming down, they will join the truck. Then when the driver run, they say, be there, driver, be there. When you die, you're worried. That's it. President, we are giving us the hint. The truck you're on, we speeding. If you fall, you're on your own. You must survive on your own. Be careful. The life you save may be your own. You know that song? The life you save may be your own. That was an accident or some insurance something in like, bro, long time. Our president gave a speech with no plan. Nothing to hide in place. Risks their lives. Damage Liberians' life. Expose Liberians to the coronavirus. Just so the international community will come in. Because if we don't have one, they will not give us nothing. But our president took his citizens at the stadium and squeezed them together. Squeeze them together. They're rubbing all the sweat on each other. Yes. A lot of people in Labrador got coronavirus. Seriously. If they start to test right now, there will be a lot of people because they're strong. You know, if you're strong, it's not easy. You can't just, but they're strong. And you understand? They're strong. What's going on? What's really going on? We got a president as if we don't have a president. We got president in charge here, vice president can't speak. They were just pretending the other day, not today. Because if they were in one accord, the vice president will not go buy her own buckets. Okay? Legislatures need not to go buy, rest, and carry to his district. No, that's not a job. And I agree with Daniel Dillon 100%. That's not his job to take the money that they pay him to go buy rest for the people. That's not his job. That's not his job. That government, in this crisis, this is the time government come up. This is the time government come in to help. We're saying that government should give, like I saw my father-in-law adopt in Japan. I said, don't compare Liberia with America. But what I was trying to say, America here will work, they got money. We're not saying George Weah should take money to give it to the citizen. You can't give something to a citizen when you don't have it yourself. But the little one you get, look at the ones that are vulnerable. Look at the people stay in the market. Everybody got to go sell to get something. It's not that they get it set. They don't even have basic light. What this president should have done, increase and decrease, reduce the gas price. You whether they like it or not, forget about the profit you're supposed to get. The 30 cents that you put on the gas, just take it off, maybe. Reduce it. The free port, reduce the rice price. The people who selling rice, they people make money in Liberia, they make thousands of dollars in Liberia, millions of dollars. Reduce it $2. They will do it. Let the people have the basic stuff. The area that don't have water, order the trucks, let the truck go in there, and the people get water in that area. Let them get water in that area and say, listen, you come and get your water to go indoor. You do all that. That's the simple, simple thing. Because you can't afford it. And make sure those that are working with government, let them get the pay. $40 million they say they gave for, for your payroll to help. $40 million. 2 months, you won't pay the people, but you say they should be working and they will go. Okay? And the same people you said that you have passes that can stay in the street or to work after hour, police harassing them. The other police guy stop the ambulance, say, you're not going until you take that coronavirus person. Yes, but they were not protected. That was not an order. You say you can't go nowhere. Nobody listen to nobody. Nobody know who is the boss. Mose Carter going around saying different things. They and state police fighting. Eh, Boss Carter in the street, because they see their friend Sabu unit in the street. They got Sabu unit in the street with bulletproof jacket on the back. They get police. So what the people should do? That boy was very, very intelligent. The boy, if he's the director for city police, he said, listen, we're not beating nobody here because at the end of the day, we'll still live with the same people. That was a brilliant thing that guy said. It's not a Carter who just continued to lie. The police killed, he lied. He said he pretend to be the most smart and educated one who can speak the English, but he said, oh yeah, the police director just came from California, Los Angeles, Lagos, and Lagos. What's that? These are the same old people. eh. We don't look at these things then. But the thing is that Liberians, we should be fair to ourselves. You can't be out of the country and you see the light and you still won't make it look like that. Now the light is so. You say stupid money people in Liberia. Look at how you're looking. Why the opposition can go and build schools in Liberia? But this individual live in America now. This individual living in America, he said the opposition, what did they talking? What they need to do? Go home and what they need to do? They need to build school. Republican, they got school in America, yeah? They build schools. Or political Democratic Party built any school in America. You live in the country for all those years. You so damn stupid to go to the opposition to build schools in Liberia. Damn. What kind of sense is that? Opposition? And you're whole day you're talking about opposition. Opposition don't collect taxes, my people. Opposition do not collect government taxes. Opposition pay taxes to government. The people within the opposition, they pay taxes to government. Darius, they don't pay taxes to government. Henry Costa pay taxes to government. And Yombi Kanga pay taxes to government because they cut their pay. Every one of them paying taxes to government. They have not made one appointment. They don't make appointment. They don't appoint the LRA boss, the finance minister, the bank governor, another job. Then why they should be the one to make that do things to prove that? Oh, do it for Liberia, so Liberia vote for them. When they finish voting for you, you can steal too. That's what you're trying to say. I should take my money, give it to you, you vote for me. When I finish, I steal. That's what you're trying to say. If an opposition, if any political leader make a contribution, he's doing it on his own. Cummins just gave $60,000 to a little financial firm in Liberia to give to Liberian women. $60,000 US dollars. George, you have ever given before in Liberia? $60,000 over my dead body. Because all the money I said, George, we have spent, we know. All the money. When we tell that Diadora, your thing Lone Star wrote Diadora for free. Eh? Lone Star got 10%, George, got 90% when they wrote Diadora. But Borchas and make a way for Lone Star to use Adidas and free of charge. And 100% are going to go to Lone Star. But because we don't like Borchas is not nobody. So in South Africa, what happened? We gave it to George Weah because George Weah was our darling boy. We won't know Jonathan Sebwe because we don't like Jonathan Sebwe. That's how they behave. So you reap what you sow. When you go on the farm and you put pepper, you can't get okra, my people. You will get pepper. Whatever you put in there is what you will get. But I don't blame the Liberian people. No decision is right until it is right. They believe that Joshua was the right person. But for the final last and believing now today that no, we made a big mistake. Joshua was not the man. We make mistakes, and that's it. I'll be back, folks. I'll be back in a few seconds. Thank you very much for holding on. Share this video. Share it. Share it. Please share the video. And this is LRTN, Liberia Radio and Television Network, owned and operated by the Sharing Foundation. You can also follow us on Twitter and YouTube. So if you go to YouTube right now and you put in LRTN, you will get us live. Or after, you can go back and view it. So please share it. My name is Munel Kishen, aka the General. What we're talking today is in the interest of Liberia. It's Liberia first. Listen, we got nothing to do. We don't have no hate against President Weah. So criticizing President Weah got nothing to do with hatred. It's just the fact. It could be any other person. If you're not doing it, I'm sorry. Look, some people say, why? Facebook just started lately to go on cameras and whatsoever. When Henry Costa was pumping and Ellen Johnson, we all sat here and we were talking behind closed door, but we never had the same opportunity. We never used to get on Facebook to criticize or whatsoever. But I'm one of those who never liked Ellen from day one. It's not that I hate her, but I knew that she was not still the right person. I never supported Ellen, and I will still never support her because the father of the record, may his soul rest in peace, Tom Woyu. Tom Woyu explained it all about Ellen, what she did in the 70s. She just been a woman, but good. She's president of Liberia. She's the political Maradona right now. But she put Liberia into a place where she knew what she was doing when she supported George Weah. She will still lie, say that she never support George Weah. But listen, we're not blind. We're not blind people. We see things. We all knew that this woman supported George Weah financially and gave all the support and abandoned her vice president because she wanted good name for herself. She knew that George Weah was going to fail. She knew that very well, that President Weah was going to fail. She knew that. Okay, what's going on with my? She knew that President Weah was going to fail no matter what. So what she did, she made sure she put him in charge. And yes, today. And what happened? The woman doing business in Liberia. She in the gold and diamond business in Cape Mount. Her son is doing it. So she got to pet George Weah. And George Weah is aware of everything. That's the game. George Weah is running the third term of Ellen Johnson. The third term of Ellen Johnson. And yeah. So another thing I need to talk about is the election commissioners. Because I think Darius Dillon is concentrating on this whole coronavirus thing. But we need to know the senators that voted for all these guys, Sale. Like I remember what his name, Shema. Shema said, "Oh yeah, we let just let I will vote for him, but I will talk to him. I will talk to Sion. We all know that Sion and change the things around. If you know that, you see what sympathy can do to people. You see why Liberians not moving forward. If you are aware that Sion actually finger, let me say it that way, mess up with the data, the voting rule. Why you want to? Why confirm him? Why? Then I rather you confirm whether it can be Joshua girlfriend or President Pro Tem girlfriend. I don't care. But why Sion? Why? Eh? We all know what Sion did. You all had the information what Sion did, what he did to election. Do you all know what election costs in the country? We need to get the names of people who voted. Let us know who did the voting. And we'll continue to push Darius Dillon. I'm trying to get Darius Dillon to bring it up here. And he's busy right now. So I will bring it up and we'll discuss it. Because we really want to know. We want to know. We can't sit here and put Liberia at risk and Liberians at risk. Because that's all we're doing. You got people who get nothing but hey, we still got to chop. We got to chop. So once we keep Joshua in there, our chopping open. We got to continue. And I think we need to change our voting laws in Liberia, how we nominate people. How we nominate people, seriously. We need to stop taking people from political parties. We need to stop it. We need to stop it. If anybody who need to be nominated as election commission and have or link with any political party in 2 years, they should not be appointed. Seriously. That's another thing. Another thing. Because people need to understand they need to be sincere to themselves. They get a lot of lawyers. They got people, whether they're in the party, but they just got integrity. Tiawan Gonglo. Yes. Got integrity. He's not a perfect man, but he believed in the system. He walked from LA. Eh? President of the Bar Association. He has integrity. He he believed he preferred his name to survive than himself personally because he want that name to live on. That's how some people live. What is money? Everybody want to get rich. Look at America today. They got people who are rich. They can't even move around because of coronavirus. They've been stuck indoors. They can't help them. All our so-called politicians, what happened to them today? Who stole money? What happened today? Eh? Up to now, the president have not given one document to the House or the Senate to talk about. So what come? So by Friday, the whole thing be over. Just imagine to show that everybody is not in favor because I know the seditions. By this time, most of them finish running to that house, whether they did, but nobody show up. They on break. They know that the president just jump up and say the doctors then told him. People need to stay in though, we agree. Nobody's saying that Liberians should not stay in though. Nobody's saying that. But the fact is that we got more poor people in our country than anything. And one of my friends said, why you're acting as if Ellen Johnson left the Liberian people rich? If you make such a statement, I'm a little surprised. Ellen never left Liberians rich, but Liberians were doing good in business. They were not depending on Ellen Johnson government. They were not working in government, but they were doing good in the business sectors. So check how many Liberian businesses that were operating at the time and how many of them are messed up. Check it. How many of them going through hard time right now in Liberia? It's not easy. It's not easy. You can't continue to increase taxes or depend on local taxes to run government. No. The only person who did it was Charles Taylor because nobody gave Charles Taylor money. Charles Taylor budget was less than $100 million a year. Nobody in Charles Taylor government making more than $2,000 a month. That's the fact. Although I never like him, but nobody. Some of us that will work, we're not MPP people, but nobody fire us. And nobody should say, oh, it was because of my brother. No, nope, nope, nope. My brother met me in government. Chancellor met me in government. I was already working at the labor ministry. So there was nothing that I got because of my brother. No, it was on my own merit. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. So it was not anything that I got separated. So, oh yes, because the man, a brother with child. Look, I don't give a damn if a family thinks that, oh, because you think you're in charge, that means I should go and start begging. Oh, yes, we in charge. No, no, no. I hate advantage. That's my problem. And I can always brag about it. And people who know Munel Kishen, who knew me where I work and what I was doing, I use my positions to help people. I use my position to rescue people. I hate advantage. I capitalize on situation if I can do it. My late boss, Mr. Serenos, for when I see some advantage and I know the only way I can get, I call him. I will take him there. We'll go to that police station. We will go there and make sure that justice is served. That's it. I will use every opportunity because I want justice. People in Liberia going through hard time. Eh? Police arresting your car. Nobody can say nothing. Police arrest your car and they use the car. They use your own car. They say, take it to Central. For what reason? What is the crime when you arrest anybody right now for State of the Union? What is the crime? Violation of what? They're supposed to jail you. You're supposed to give him a warning. Get out. Where you going, sir? I'm going to a place. You're not supposed to be in the street by this time. I'm on my way home, sir. I beg you. The guy begging, the man begging, the man said, I got this letter. I'm on my, okay. You lock him. You stay early, but try and go straight home. The man going home, what will do for you to even, yes, some people you drive them off the street, some people you tell them to leave, you start to listen, it's time to go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. But you seizing the market, you running behind there, the market throwing over. Look, and you're still not even implementing the rules of social distancing. You're not wearing your PPE. You're still exposing yourself. No mask, no nothing. Moses Carter, right? He take the mask and put it under his neck. Then he talking to the journalist. Then he talking to other. Then he put it back up again. Then he took it down again. So what made you think you secure? What make you think you secure? You not still find the rules. The police then passing by. What? It's not a curfew because nobody explaining it to these people. You can even put a still. You can't tell me not to come out. I can sit down in front of the house. So only that the police can determine whether you should sit in front of the house or you should stay in the house. Who tell you state of you can't stay in front of your house and state of emergency? I'm sorry. State of emergency, you sit in front of your house. They can't stop you. There's not war going on. The government just put military in the street or to do certain things, to calm certain things down concerning riot or people looting or this and that. That's what they're supposed to be in the street for. To see that nobody loot, nobody thinks. But I can sit in front of my house and play Ludo or go sit in there, or we recognize we follow the rules for social distancing. I can sit with myself in front of the house. I don't have to go inside. But now if that curfew, I'm supposed to be inside. Some people get to the house. Some people get nowhere. They got to go out their latrine outside. So now when they're going outside to shit, by the time you bother with them, look at the other lady that the police beat in Ghana's. They beat the woman because the woman went to go park her car. Walking back, you arrest her. Eh? The woman say, leave me alone. You beat the woman up. The woman went to go park her car. So what a big deal. It's not curfew. Eh? And your team president, where I don't see this thing, he see this thing every day on Facebook. He watch them. And people tell him, people give him a message. But you think he get time? He said, I will give them things to talk about. Like Brempo, they didn't see nothing here. They had to deal. I would deal with them. And I should job we are dealing with y'all. Eh? Eh? The woman want to go park her car, walk into her house, you stop the woman. The woman said, I want to go park my car. You beat the woman up. Eh? You blooded the woman up. Because a painful, a hateful, a hateful. Eh? In your community, you send different, the police supposed to be in, the community police supposed to be there because they know these people. How you push your own citizen like that? How you will beat your own citizen, the president allowing it to happen? Eh? Allowing things to happen over and over. The first day, 3 boys died. People still asking questions. That's why the police supposed to be checking because of armed robbery. That's why in the street and make sure the people who supposed to go and pick people up in case of anything they can come. And nothing in place, nothing in place at all, nothing in place, nothing in place. Who lock it together? A lock it ticket. Who bucket free road? John bucket free here. When you get it, you get it. You don't get it. That's it. Why? Why, President? We are doing this to the people. Who they going here? No. I don't know what Librempo did to President. We are common sense. That president don't have it. That president don't have it. This president don't act as if he got children that tomorrow they will live. Eh? Only the so-called sedition and the one who lying, who don't know the left from right, who blind, we call them the blind loyalists, they're the ones still standing by because thinking that Joshua might call them last minute of time. Like Randy Dapple, Joshua will call him last minute of time. Randy Dapple said he won't challenge and Darius Dillon. He said Darius Dillon afraid of both people because Darius Dillon got an engineer degree. He's a environmentalist. Yes, he's an engineer. But that Randy, your degree is your degree, my brother. It's not for nobody. You work for it. You earn it. The money you're making is for you and your family. Your degree, anything happened to you today, you can't even give it to your own child. You can't give it to nobody. It's for you. You see the fingers? The 5 fingers, they're not equal. And not everybody that will, you can get a 100A student in the same class. Not everybody will be successful. But one thing I say, if you want to challenge Darius Dillon, go to Liberia and let CDC put you on a ticket. You will have a good debate. Darius Dillon needed to come on your show. You need to call President Weah on your show. You need to call President Weah for interview. Which one of y'all ever had, you read, I will run campaign for somebody and talk to them. I will run campaign and I say I in a party. Me, I was not remember that now I joining ANC. And when I join ANC, I will join ANC. That means my voice will be heard. But you were in a party. You don't even see your own stand-up bearer one day. You don't even tell him hello one day. Call the man on your show. Why you worry about Darius Dillon coming on your show? You jump on again, you compare you and Henry Costa. You came to America before Henry Costa. You ordered the Henry Costa. And Henry Costa paying your own school fees. Henry Costa going to school in America on a student visa. Which are the government officials that Henry Costa lie on and they gave him money? You talking about the time you got your first degree, Henry Costa was doing what? That is what you talking about? Henry Costa is relevant in Liberia than you. Your Liberian is a Liberian. So don't be surprised. Henry Costa might go all the way up there. You will still be struggling and be doing your work. Who told you when it comes to these things, the guy will do it with a degree? That is why there is no degree put into the constitution, and no country do that easily. Because if you say for you to be a president, you must be what? Get any degree, just get your first degree. No, that's not what it means. Get your first degree. They say you should be citizen of that country, $25,000 worth of property. That's all. That's all you need. The people that want to determine your resume, it's not a company, it's not a corporation. It's not a corporation. And if they were going by education, George Weah were not going to be president because Mill Jones got more degree than George Weah. Then they will look at the man that got the biggest degree, Mill Jones, he's a doctor, and got more degree, you're going to be president. But that's not what they're looking at. Just stop bragging. Only among Liberians, I see rich people and educated people. This country we live in is what you bring to the table. And education is a continual process. When they give you that paper, that certificate, when they give it to you, it ain't mean that you're the best. That means you are ready to be trained into the real world. Because you can go with your engineer degree. I bet when you got your engineer the first time, and they train you still, you're ready to do any job. That means you're smart. That means when they're teaching you, you know what is right and what is left. You know. You know what is right and wrong. You see that? So that is why they say, yes, this man went through. So to train a man is not nothing. We can train you to do anything. You get engineer degree, they can train you to do anything. They can tell you, say, come and do this, that we can train and you follow it. Yeah, they will follow it. But not our president. You know what I'm saying? Common sense can help, but our president not performing common sense. And the people he got there, they will want to blame the advisors. I don't blame no advisors. No, I don't blame no advisors. You appointed the advisors. You appointed the cabinet ministers. They own you. So this president need to take responsibility of their failures. If he can't fire them, be bold enough and tell Liberian people, say you take full responsibility. Even when President Weah was playing football on the national team, nobody can tell me when President Weah ever told Liberian people, I'm very sorry for this game here. I take full responsibility that Lone Star could not win this game. Even Ghana game that was supposed to take us to the World Cup. Instead, President Weah went on radio and repeated the word that they used on him when Liberian people were cussing him out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So there are a lot of things. Our president don't care. The open we know that's not an open president. That's not a job man. We are the one who's to play football in Europe, not him there. That's not him. That's not him. He changed. You don't see nothing anymore. Nothing. He said the president on dialysis. He can't see nothing anymore. He hold grudge against everybody, including his vice president. Including his vice president. And I thought even if they're going to put bucket with the pictures on it, the vice president, the president picture on that bucket, they were going to look good. But the vice president got her own bucket. This other man get her own bucket. That's it. We just will talk. We'll continue it. We will talk, we will talk, we will talk, we will talk. But the people of Liberia will hear us. But you too, or Liberian, understand you should know what you want. You voted for George, we have election have consequences. There's result for everything. Yeah. You see in America today, we're not comparing America with Liberia, but our constitution, the American constitution, is no different. It's no different. If the senators and the representatives in that country can put their foot down, President Weah will not do what he's doing. But it's not because Ellen did it. Not because Ellen bribed the senators and whatsoever, and she got her way through, and everything are being exposed. George, we are make the Liberian people to understand that corruption and injustice will never cross him, will never pass his path. That's what he make us feel. So everybody talking about it. George, we are in CDC ran on the TRC report that they will implement it no matter what. Even if our president can come out and say, listen, this is not the time to implement this report. But I'm in favor of this report 100%. Maybe we can do it in the best way that will meet everybody on board. We can do it the best way possible. Yes, because right now we don't have money. America will come in. For the nuns who were killed, they will come in. Other people in Liberia, let them come and have the day in court if their name is on the list. Let them have the day in court. Yeke Koluba, Mikey Shen, whosoever. Let them have the day in court and let them be out. Because the name is out there. So Liberian people can put this to rest. If there is no justice in Liberia, our path to growth and development is hard. It's hard. The other day, we said it that it was all publicity stunt concerning the Ralphie Highway rule. Now the authority on the coronavirus. Why would you want to fix the Ralphie Highway rule when you get the Bruce Island rule that if they could just re-dig it, redo it, fix it, dig one side, clean every damn thing. You know, look, we're not engineers, but you look at our soil is so different. You can just grater and put cement and put quota. From Vatan to all the way, then Freeport is worse. All the trucks over there. That's how the people operate in the country. They fix one side while everybody using one side. That road is very, very important than anything. I can tell anybody that. That is the road that going all the way to Sierra Leone. That same road going all the way to Cape Mount. That road going all the way to Bombay Hills and go all the way on the other side. If they could face that road, go all the way to Douala. These are the kind of roads when the president say he facing, we understand. But you fixing roads that are unnecessary. You know how long the people been looking for road oil? You say you're facing all the small, small, small roads when you got the main road that everybody use. Everybody. That road is big. That freeway, that UN Drive over going all the way across the bridge. It's a four and two lane. Fix one lane, fix the other lane. That is where you leave your mark. That is what is important because Freeport is right there. That's a traffic area there. Okay, the people facing the Gunnersville, the Gunnersville other side of the Gunnersville Road. What you do? Let everybody use one side. But guess what? They're so stupid. They stay in line. Now they're fixing it, but when they did it first, they will stay in line cars to go on the other road. Until nobody won't go this way. Everybody won't come from Gunnersville to Freeport. Then everybody use one side. That's what happened. That's what happened. Eh? And fix the other one. Fix the Bourgeois Island Road. Let it be perfect and clean. Since 1979. These are the kind of things we look at, but you won't go to Rubberfield Highway that you know you're not finished. Rubberfield, let me tell you something. It will be fixed. We need lights on our road. If you don't have the light, you put Kia. They got a little thing. Whoever, if you guys ever travel on the Bamagida Highway before, I traveled a lot of times in the night during the whole time. I drove over there all the way, went to Sierra Leone. I'm not the one who was driving now. When you in the night, you can't even leave the street. You just see that car out of on the side. You cannot. But no light there. But that car, trust me, man. You will see that thing just all the way. Yeah, yeah, just in Europe, somewhere else. Yeah, nice. Do the same to Ralphie Highway. Do it. We don't have money for lights to put it all. Do it. That is a common sense. But you think they're thinking about it? They will eat the money, eat the money. Even Ellen Johnson should have done it, but because she didn't do it, what happened? Look at Carwell. If I tell you that there's no current in Carwell for LEC, you won't believe it. But the man coffee is beyond Carwell and a crossover. They when they put a pole there, they said they were using solar system. That all won't wake up. Had the thing would be in my backyard, they pass over me and we get current in Carwell. That's what people getting mad for. But when you go to they say that Ellen. So every bad thing on the other side, every good thing, they should take it. That's not how it works. No, you don't do that. But this president, he worry about Darius Dillon. Instead of doing his work, you know that the president don't speak to Darius Dillon. He never congratulated Darius Dillon to take the telephone and say, hello Darius, congratulations. I hope we work together for the betterment of Liberia. I know we all from different parties, but let us put Liberia first. Eh? Or some president will call some opposition in the night. Like what do used to do it. He called backup mafia to go on the fourth floor and said no security. What is it? The president say, Cummings, can I see you tonight? Okay, in fact, I'm coming to visit you tonight. You tell your security you one-on-one. Because you people are you can do all your talking, but the biggest thing is Liberia. You can tell them, say, listen, I know you want a job, but I need your help. You put them on record. Ask them. Cummings was the one that called George Weah for the coronavirus. Say, Mr. President, what are you doing? This thing is not no political thing. We can work together. He ever went back again. Cummings, I'm saying, put me on record. Cummings the one that called George Weah and to ask him about the coronavirus. Yeah. But Mr. President was aware of the coronavirus in February, just like Donald Trump, before the time. But this president played hard-headed. He was hard-headed until he hosted his 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 retreat and pay people and ought to wear t-shirt. Pay people. This president made he disrespected himself. He made people to disrespect him. When I say disrespect, not causing him, but people who loved him, they are turned against him. The smart kids. The only ones who there now that they die hard, one who said the Lord wants I will kill him and cost the one who there they didn't get no, they're ready to die any day for George Weah. But if you're allowed this election to be rigged, that's a big thing. So as much as we're talking about coronavirus, oppositions, you better put your act together and make sure that Darius Dillon and other people win. If you want things to be correct, to hold President Weah accountable, because the other opposition in our part in the House, in the Senate, they for nothing, they're useless. UP got more senators there than anything, but they are useless people. You know when Ghana men say useless, they ain't work for them. They ain't work for the soil that they eat. Because somebody say, listen, I got 5 more years. Before that 5 years, I'll be okay. Even I don't win again, I care. I get money. The minute TG them. They took the bribe already, but they were embarrassed. They could not confront this guy because this man was not answering the question. So they got instead of them voting against him, they threw it out. And to the president, my man, just bring somebody else because this is pure embarrassing. Because Darius Dillon have exposed them. Darius Dillon exposed them. So what else? What else, President, we are one? If the Senate and House don't meet by Friday, by Saturday, the whole thing over. Then what good they do? Because they still fighting to put a document together, the plans you got. The only thing you need to do when you oh, yeah, just to give a plan. When the plans are good, the Senate and who and House joint resolution, boom, they endorse it. Say, okay, it's good. If it's not good, they will tell you, say, no, Mr. President, I think we need to do this, we need to do that, we need to do this. It's fair. But up to now, you can't even put a plan together and give it to a general. You take your military point and put on the front and say, I will send your, I will send your logistic later on. Ah, that lay money that they gave them, the operating on. I know they say they're giving the children $10 or one a day or whatsoever. Some of them every month they will get about $300 every month or $300 or $400. Wow. Yeah, I know. Ah, LIB. Every day. Every day there's another trouble. Every day. We want to change the topic. We want to change the topic, but there is no way we can change the topic because this president said he will give us things to talk about. Yeah. Let me give you one story. You know, anyway, I will keep that story for next time. But it's sad. It's sad. I don't know if President Weah and his people can talk like they sit down and chat and say, man, things not going good. What we do? Or they just sit down and plan. When you look, I want you to look at President Weah. All the appointments, his major appointments are all crooks. Just watch it. President Weah major appointment, they are all intertwined. Are people then who he believe will protect him and they can steal money. All the other positions, they ain't care about them. You think he worry about labor ministry? You think he worry about uh, 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 concession or whatsoever? He worry about them. He care. You know nothing there. Nothing there. Why didn't the president put Fina Bono in charge? And Mary Brown, he tried to bring Mary Brown, thinking that Mary Brown should run. Like, you know, they're trying to push it. They say, you hear somebody say, according to the code of conduct, if you want to contest, you got to resign 2 years. Then the lawyer then say, no, it's the intent. When you had the intention to run, tell me, Liberian people, when you had the intention to run. So if you say long time, and they say, oh, but then you call it, you disqualify, you should have left. You say, oh, I just decided this time to run. Okay, then we'll consider you. But it's not in there. It's not in there. But the same code of conduct said that no appointee should use government sort resources to go to any political rally to contribute. But Jefferson Koji all over the place with city police, with city hall car. You get all the ministers then using the car to go to political rally. They're not supposed to. Not because Ellen did it. I thought this man was going to change. You know, most people felt that because Joshua make money, so they believe that Joshua was really going to do good because he played with money. So it won't fall it out. The man was broke. The only people that can hold money, if Joshua had the way Joshua looking right now, right now, if Joshua had money and he became president, Liberia was going to be different because he got enough that he need to steal. That's the whole trick. If Joshua, the way he's looking right now, if Joshua actually had money, the little one he meet there, he will come to do more. He was coming to do it. Use that money and do what he's supposed to because he didn't want it. But he never had the money when he took over. He never. Joshua not keeping it. Let Edwin Snowden be brave enough to can't say Joshua have money. Edwin Snowden know they used to get Joshua car. But Edwin Snow playing the game. He playing a stupid political game, thinking that tomorrow he might be president. Edwin Snow, you fuck. Trust me, you were not. I'm sorry for that word. I think it slipped off my mouth. But everybody knows now. You just regretted of the LPM terminal because every one of y'all got your cut. And you allowed them to do to cross-section deal with Liberian government. You rectify it. Eh? And Joshua was in the Senate that time. Joshua was in the Senate. Joshua spent 2 years in the Senate. So what he did in the Senate, he was in what? ECOWAS. So he spent his time out of the country. Well, it is sad, eh? We don't know. But I just want to tell you guys, you're who the ruling party members, the so-called blind loyalists who continue to talk about opposition. This is the time you need to shut up, for God's sake. Leave oppositions alone. Opposition do not collect taxes. No. Opposition ain't need to do a damn thing in Liberia. If they want to do it, they do it on their own. They themselves pay taxes. Cummins pay taxes. Darius Dillon pay taxes. Joe Boaka pay taxes. Everybody pay taxes. If you want to do it, you do it. Nobody say you should take your money, your salary, and do, because when you're doing these things, it's like you're trying to buy the people and you're trying to make them feel that without you, they are nothing. I saw the other representative who carry rice for his district. I think district, I know district 2 or something. He carry a bag of rice, 25 pounds, fine. If you want to be generous, fine. And LA, where he needs the guy from district 6 carry gallon of Clorox. Somebody say the boy need food, but technically he's not supposed to. He's not supposed to do it. But if he don't do it, they will not vote for him because he don't have the balls to tell the people the truth. They've been lying. He started with a humanitarian thing. He used to build wells, clinic, and this and that. So everybody felt that yes, he was coming to be good. He was going to do good because the man he lived a foundation where they used to do wells and other stuff. So everybody want to go into the non-for-profit thing because of politics. So the people say they want rice. They want rice. President, we are used to get a poor rice. Why you get a poor rice this time? Oh, Jesus Christ. Why you get the people rice, Mr. Weir? Eh? You started it with rice. You are giving the people more. You are paying people to wear your t-shirt. And why you can't do it? Okay, guys, we're coming to the end now. And I will tell you, like I was just sitting the other day listening to some Quincy T jokes, and it came to my mind. This is how President Weah looked for his Minister of Finance. He called what his name first and Winston Tappet. He said, Professor, I want you to conjugate the verb to eat. He eats, she eats, they. He said, what? My girlfriend, yeah, man. What the he and she they coming from? No, stop it. He called another guy. Then he called Samuel 12. He said, 12. Amen. I want you to hold that position. But before you hold it, I want you to conjugate the verb to eat. He said, hey, boy. He said, the boy, they bought that war best yeah, on the field of the field, yeah, political best. He said, let me tell you, you eat, I eat. I eat, you eat. Even if I can't eat, you must eat. So we are looking at the guy for long and said, damn, this boy is a genius. He said, look, twin, you will stay to that job until I say so. You say, we say, I want you to repeat that thing again. Let me write it down for you because all the time, I read, he said, then he started saying, you eat, I eat. He said, well, who will eat first? He said, no, chief, you will eat first. He said, oh, I will eat first. He said, yes, then I eat. So that means, oh, so when I eat, then you eat. That means the little one I said, damn, the boss. He said, yeah, chief, you eat, I eat. If I eat, you must eat. But chief, even if I can't eat, you must eat. He look at the guy for long and say, yeah. He said, "To where you closer to me today. From today, I never knew that how smart you were." Ah, the hard 12 begin. He said, "You will stay there for the rest of your life." He said, the first thing we're going 24 years, they put talking about making me lifetime president. So then imagine that you lifetime finance minister. You know when Prince Johnson came out and said they were going to make Jowiya, he wanted for them to make Jowiya lifetime president. At that moment, all of them were running around. All they say there will be a resolution where George Weah will go for the third time and blah 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 blah. Prince Johnson said, "I think George Weah need to be lifetime president." So 12 now was so happy. He want to be lifetime president and finance minister because finance 12 will remain as finance minister on the George Weah leave office. But guess what? The bad thing is that they will prosecute them. Yeah, they will not let them go. We audit them. But we audit you now for what all the thing the president took. All George Weah know. Something George Weah said the peace tournament during Ellen Johnson time, they gave him $500,000. He said he never used the money. Tell me that boy. He said he never used the money. He gave the money back to Internal Affairs Minister Eugene Namwe. You know Eugene Namwe is a good, smart girl boy. He don't talk. You can really enjoy his talking, but he go out and write. Eugene Namwe them were all the planner for Ellen Johnson. Eugene Namwe knew that everything they were doing for George Weah is to get George Weah closer and get him that he can move. Even if they gave you see the poker lane, Eugene Namwe them smart too. The tournament, the program that George Weah had, and carry Massa Gion, then all of them to Liberia and carry Eto in play, and all the got them foreign players then to go play. Like they want George Weah carry Liberia. Peace tournament. What y'all tell me? Up to now, there is no document, no report. And the list they were calling and say Salensa knew on the list, Jowiya knew on that list too. Because there were report, he gave one report. The GAC audited them, no report, nothing, blank. Who transported them? You think that Jowiya said took who money to transport the people? But what a better day for Liberia to see the scene Eto there to go on the field. What are they planning that thing? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that players that the place I gave I said, I can't believe. You know, some of us when they appointed George Weah, I was one of those who were ready pissed off for George Weah to accept it. But one thing I can still remember, Timberlane, we said, look, George Weah need to look for a lawyer, one of the best accountant. They never opened an office. Never opened. There were no staff. There were no staff at all. Never. Never opened an office. They just used to go and that's it. Yeah, I say, but then George Weah can use that $5 million budget to promote himself by going all over the counties and promote peace and whatsoever. It will be on him. But you think he cares? You think he will worry about it? No. He was looking at the $5 million, the thing that it was sitting there, government got it sitting down. Yeah. He didn't get report for the first 500,000, but they said they gave it back according to them. Ellen took responsibility on that one again. Tell me. Uh, let me just give you some joke with the president speech. Listen, my people, we don't really worry about how people pronounce words. I myself, I'm not an English guy. I make a lot of mistakes most of the time. I'm not, but at least everything that I say makes sense. And I don't like to criticize people who sometimes use he for she for he, or these are the people that got ideas. At least they expressing themselves. They express. I don't know. I've not been giving people time to call on the show, and sometimes I put the numbers up, but people don't call. Some people don't like to show themselves. They just want to listen. Some people don't want to make contribution. It's the same people who making a contribution. So, and Maybe I don't see. Let me see who are making the comment here. Another thing again, I don't see my some of the. Oh, Kofa Boli, welcome. Sis Levi Thompson, how are you? Samuel Kabli, hey, my boy. Bobby Dean, what's up, my man? That's true, my man. The boy steal by imagination. They know where the money, before they talk over the news straight, they say the money was all in this area here. Now the boy can steal. Big yeah. Mr. Anderson, Barclay T. Waters, Eric Topa, yeah, Foppa Johnson. The IMF still giving money to the government. Yeah, it's still giving them money. But the money they're giving, how much is the money when you compare to other country? Oh, Heron P. Costa, how are you? Thank you, Heron. Thank you very much for watching. So these are the things we're talking about. But it's so sad, man. It's sad. It's sad. We got, when I think about that Nigerian guy business, and then I think about Heron Costa, I said that is the one they're supposed to call witch hunt. You got a man who carried laissez passer in his country. You try to kill him. You got how to put it. You wanted to arrest him, take him to jail, and inject him just like what you did to Justino. You try to extradite him. You think Sierra Leone and other people stupid to extradite someone who, because they criticize you, but you get a Nigerian man who by this time he's supposed to be behind bars. By this time, we need to set examples. But you worry about us being a citizen, you get more to go. They could call him. You got more to talk about. Your so-called seditions in America that don't know your left from your right. Whole day you're coming on Facebook because you think Joshua will see you and give you your line. Child, I say the man will not sleep. They say will not sleep. They say will not sleep. What kind of government we got? Is this a government or boss scout or some organization? Eh? Or that the CDC club they running? Because even CDC, the mentor, they say, in fact, not CDC government is. He said this government, I don't know what job we are trying to say, but he said this now a CDC government. Yeah, this now a CDC government. But they say they will not put it together. And trust me, they're confused right now. Joshua don't want to share nothing with Liberian people. Because when they tell him, say, let's take out 2 million from that thing and buy their food and this and that for the people, he say, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. You will not do it. You will buy and get a CDC, you will get a sedition and forget about the other people. That is sad, man. That is so sad. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, oh, we're not hearing P. Costa. They say Brother Gibson Jaru, a Liberian journalist for over. Listen, we will pray for Jaru Gibson. I like him. He's a journalist, but now he was a journalist, but he's not a journalist anymore because I listened to his show and he downplayed, he insults people, he talked about oppositions, he say people are criminals. He said, in fact, Henry Costa was a blackmailer and all kinds of things. But he's in, look, we don't mean bad for anybody. But if you're telling me that Jaru Gibson Jaru, a Liberian journalist with more than 40 years experience, is in the hospital. Which of the hospital? What happened? Well, Jaru, you my friend, keep strong. We pray for you. Take your tablet, take your treatment. One thing I always tell people Even my own relative, I can always pray and say, let the will of God be done. I told to myself sometimes when I'm sick, I say, God, it's your will, but I will fight it hard not to. So, Jaru, please hold in tight. Don't give up. Take your treatment. Yeah, Ajimo Frederick, how are you, my brother? And Darlene. Oh, but I got the number. I showed the number to you guys, my people. Okay, let me put the number up there again. I'm sorry. Yes, the number is there. The number is 215 526 4400. 215 526 4400. Let me put the number up there. I'm sorry. Okay, let me just take a few 10-second break and I will add the number. Okay, I know you guys can still hear me there. Okay. Okay, so I will open the line for at least few minutes, and the number is right there: 5215 526 4400. If you want to call, you can call now and let us just schedule at least 1 minute will be okay. And just to give your contribution concerning the state of emergency, SOE, and the curfew. We don't know if that's a state of emergency or if it's a curfew. We don't know, to be frank with you. But our government, so we don't know, or police can just determine whether you sitting in front of your house, you in violation. You know, I enjoy Moses Carter. He said, you know, you in violation for what? Because you're in the street. Tell me, Moses Carter. Oh, Moses Carter, Moses Carter, Moses Carter. Ah, look at that boy, was so intelligent. The city police kid. You can see he's a young boy, young guy. He said, when you want to talk to me, go and call my boss. Call the president of the state, the city president, Joseph Jefferson Koji. And Jefferson Koji, when he having interview, my people, some of y'all, maybe y'all, some of y'all too educated, y'all can understand it. I don't know what the boy can be talking. I don't understand. I still can try to comprehend. I said, but what the man really trying to explain? They're forced to use these stupid, stupid words that sometimes you don't understand. You're just using a lot of big, big words at the same time. Listen, me, I'm not an English guy. I tell you, I make mistakes most of the time. But the biggest thing here is that your your presentation should at least make sense. Make sense. You can't just hello, 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 hello. What's your name and where you calling from, sir? You calling from where? Oh, okay. How are you today? Well, thank God you on live. What's your contribution? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
criminal justice, you are educated. There are so many ways to to calm the people down or to show them to direct them what to do. Because if the president says you guys sell up to three, and some of them trying to despise the government, you
Yes.
can lock some of them store. The government can lock the store and fine you because if I store you lock my store and fine me maybe 50,000, 100,000, then the person don't want to pay that money.
Yeah.
So the next thing we do, they will say, no, 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 I need to close up time because daddy is saying 150,000. I don't have that kind of money. The government funding people. You know, we are in 21st century. You can't say you want to save the people from coronavirus. You put your last name because all those people you are affecting, they will get fever. At the end of the day, you say a coronavirus patient because if you beat them, hurt them, and they cannot go to the hospital, and then the PD, the PD thinking about it, then they say, oh, that one coronavirus patient
Yep.
on the other one,
Yep.
and not everything happens, they will say that coronavirus. How will you say you want to save the people if you speak it in the line? You know what it means to beat somebody? You know that you saw it on Facebook. You saw it on Facebook. People already get their trauma, stress, and other things over to. Then you take rotten onion, beat it on them like that, so that you guys can increase the coronavirus cases and make the world see that coronavirus is in Liberia. I see coronavirus is not in Liberia. They are creating coronavirus for the people because what's the essence of beating the people clean to want to protect?
Yep.
So, like I
That's a
said, we
sound.
will go through what we're going through right now so we can realize that the power is invested in when we what is enough, we will pick it up. Right now, you guys are saying what you have to say, but people are not waking up to the reality. And the reason why people are not waking up to the reality because the reality is because everybody's looking at Morovia. Brother, recently I went to Lima. The people don't know what coronavirus is.
Yep.
Yeah, they are seeing it on the all scanner and they asking, that's what he's talking about. Coronavirus. They don't even know what weather they're talking about. They don't know. They have no clue on what weather they're talking about. So you have to be patient, tell them what it means to do, whether they should clean their surroundings. People shouldn't be putting less in plastic there. People should build toilet. People should clean their bathroom. People should clean. We have to make the people to know what it means to know. But we can just be focusing on Morovia and just keep hurting the people in the name of, and the president declared state of emergency. But I always say Nigerians have to wake up to the reality of what is happening. I believe with this coronavirus, when we see from this coronavirus, you see, most of us will come back to our senses to know that this George we are man that we put in power, he is not in the interest of all. Because who is he fighting? Who is he fighting? Is he fighting us? Because this is like a war.
Yep. Yep. And I remember, and I can still remember you. And I like you the way you speak. And you also admitted the other time you voted for him. Yeah.
I voted for him, but
Yep.
right now I regret saying this. That is one of my mistakes
No,
that
you can.
I
You
always
can. You
make.
cannot regret. Let me tell you today. I continue to tell people there is decisions are not right until it is right. If we all know decision will be right, we will never make mistakes. So don't
Right.
don't feel regret. But the only thing they say, fools change, and they say I'm sorry, they say wise men changes. Only fools don't change. You know what I'm saying? So you realize that you say, oh, it shouldn't be a or disappointment. Like when I hear Sanvi saying that I want to his biggest disappointment in life. It's not a disappointment because people saw themselves in George Weah. People believed that
Right.
George Weah was going to make the difference no matter what. And I tell you, I supported George Weah 2005, 2011. I've been close to George Weah. George and myself used to stay on the phone for 2, 3 hours in the night talking. And he said some things. People used to tell me, say, Mooney, you ought to know better. What are you doing behind George Weah? In 2005, some of my friends could not speak to me. What are you doing behind George Weah? Like, George Weah is supporting. I refuse to support another person because what Joshua used to say. But when Joshua became senator, that is where I was convinced that no, 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 no. We got the wrong person. We cannot make this man president because there is nothing we'll get from out of him. But you make no mistake, man. It just help you to know how to elect your president the next time. That's all.
But right now, we don't even have that mindset of who to elect as a
No,
president
you
or representative of people because when you look at Liberia, Liberia is not this
I know. I was there 2018. I know.
When you go to the rural area, you see some of those old women. You see them more mattresses in their houses. When you go there, you not claim to be an opposition. You not claim to love the citizens because during elections, whatever go all over to all the places to get those people vote. You not claim to love this country. Since this president is only focusing on Marshall Rado, why can't people go to the rural area and empower the people? Because in the rural area, you still get people there more in break for 2 for 5 labor day.
Okay,
For
let
five,
me say. I want to
that's
say
not
this. There's. I want to
two
say.
for
Let me say this. I know everybody want to tell the opposition to do extra. The opposition to do this,
no,
but let's say
no, no,
this.
no, no,
No, let's say this.
no.
Let me finish. The thing is that you see, I believe that when opposition start doing all the thing, no matter what, the people going to vote for you, and they make you frisky again because when you in charge, you say, if I don't give it to them, if I don't do this, man, yes. But I will tell you, Cummings empowering people. Cummings gave $60,000 to a local firm in Monrovia that giving loan out to only women that paying little bit, but the money are coming back to him. He did it on his birthday when he turned 60. But what we're saying here is that taxes are not paid to oppositions. Opposition they say pay taxes. When they do it out of generosity. You know what I'm saying? We need to empower all people in different ways. I agree the empowerment should be done in different ways to encourage people that want to do business. We need to encourage them. But we shouldn't empower people just to feed them. We need to teach them how to fish, how to do certain things for themselves. I agree with you on that. Yeah, so I just want for it to be that way.
Right. It's because it's not what you give for President Matter, what you teach them to do for themselves.
Yes.
This guy who is contesting right now, they call him Way. People will not see him because people don't already know him.
Yeah.
But this guy,
It's
goes
doing good.
back to, yeah, he goes back to the rural area. He tells the people, show me your land, tell me where you want to bring it. He gives you whatever you need, then you go to the store. Because if most of our representatives or president, the so-called president we get right now, you remember during the independence, the
Yeah.
man saw a gun with Liberian
With
flag.
Liberian flag.
Everybody wants to show the gun with Liberian flag. You think if that president decide and do it, just catch us instead of do it and say, you know what? We know that it is not easy, but we all have to go back to the source. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Those who is those who went and buy it all and and ask people to place a sour or rice and thing for him. You are asking people, I think the president we can play rice or cassava. Who am I can play cassava or
They will
rice.
follow him. That's what they follow the
You
leader.
asking
Yes.
people with you asking people will start following the full steps to do. People will start even leaving Mosul rather now to start going back to their hometown setting to go do what they're supposed to do
But
instead of because
the
what
president did not visit up to now. He had not visited any county yet. Going 3 years now. He haven't spent. He only went through Magibi, but he never visited no other counties. So that's
but
it.
then but when I look at President Weah, it's that we were looking for leader. President Weah is out. Out. So he just doing what he can do. President Weah is out. If President Weah becomes president for the next time, it's out of I know some crooked deal. But right now President Weah is out because President Weah don't have the vision to lead. President Weah don't have no vision to lead. He's not a leader. He's not a leader.
But I will
We
tell you,
all
we got Liberians. I don't. You see, people said that team during Ellen Johnson time. Then when Ellen leave, who will be president? Said, but I will tell you, we got people, we got Liberians who can be president. But I can tell you, making a man president will still be the best. We still will complain. We agree. He's not going to change things around, but we need somebody who will put things in place. We get a lot of we
yeah.
like. I will tell you today, the four political parties. I will tell you, they got a leader that can be president. The four, they got Joseph Boakai, they got Cummings, they got all the people. They are all qualified. When I say qualified, they're not genius, they're not whatsoever. But president job, man, is the one of the easy job for Liberia.
Brother,
It's easy.
brother. My problem is we don't want people to use the presidency as their retirement place. We need people because if
No.
I'm saying I want to be a president for Liberia, I should be able to share my vision with people who come around me, who are in my cycle,
But
who
how
who
many
who
Liberians want to
who
listen
see what I'm
to
talking about. So even if I
politician
don't
vision?
have the hand to implement things that I want to do, people who see my vision should be able to help me to
Yeah, but you see that is very that is difficult. Listen, that is very very difficult thing you're talking about. My thing is that all these people have vision. They got plans. When you go on the internet, you go on the website, they got all the plans all there. But how many Liberians will go there to even read? All these people have vision. President, listen, being president is not just a retirement place, but it is. It is. Most people who fight to get president, only in Liberia, when we see people graduate from college today, they think they qualify to be president. They got people who, by the time they, most of the people, when they reach certain places, they say, listen, in Liberia, you got to be president to solve the problem. No senator, the Senate cannot, the Senate or the House cannot tell you to stop corruption. They can't enforce to stop corruption. You know that then?
But this country is 173, and we got nothing to show. We got nothing. People stay using plastic bag to shit in it.
We agree, man. But not because you had accident, not because you had an accident in a car and when the ambulance come, you say you can't get in the ambulance. Not because we got a mess up president, that means we still will not get a good president. The Liberia will rise. We will get good president. The day will come. But Liberians themselves got to understand it's in our hands to get good president. It's in the hands of the Liberian people themselves. They got to open their eyes. They got to stop allowing beggar rights to determine the future. They need to stop it. That poverty doing it. And most of the politicians are what they're doing to the people.
It's because of poverty. That's why you and myself were just talking about teaching the people how to fish. Because if most of those opposition, we always say opposition, it's not because we are demanding them. Because we want them to build that law. We want to see what they are really talking about. Don't wait 2 months to the time or 3 months to start. Then you spend millions of dollars.
Okay. And you see, you just told me about Wimbe, this guy from Nima County. This, this guy who want to run for senator in Nima County. What he said, Tom Wimbe or what? What is his name? Ta Wimbe. Now, go ask a man from Nima County. I saw his video. I follow him. I said the guy doing good. But when you listen, when you listen to other people from Nima County, they talk about the man as if he's not doing nothing. They're looking at somebody else. Somebody was talking about another woman. You see, that's how politics work. This man want to help his people, but they're not looking at it. The next thing they say they know him. Okay, we come back to the scene. We You see the sympathy? They both suffer too much, so we have to give it to him.
So now you hear people talking about Ida Bongo because Ida Bongo has always been there and fighting the battle with Frank Johnson. But then if she's defeated, she go to America and sit there. When election comes, she go back. So we don't want people like that.
Entire doing more.
As a funeral home, then we use other people complex to develop it. Because you sit in America, you go to America, go and invest in other people country, but in your own country.
No, but you see, most people come to this America because some of them they got to come and work. They got to make the money. They have not retired yet. Let me tell you. You see, when let me get the list of Joshua. When Joshua left Liberia, he was working. Now, when he left Liberia, he was playing football as a professional. So what he do? He used to play football. The only time he go home when a vacation or Lone Star playing. But Joshua retired from football. His time was over. What he did, he went home. But even when he went home, we see nothing from there again. So it's the same way some of us, some people left from Liberia, they came to America here, they're working hard. They already say, listen, okay, I gotta go back now and go give back to my community. Some of them when they go back, sometimes the people in the community say, oh my man, for you to help, you gotta help us. You will be senator, you want to run. Because they don't want government job, they want to represent the people. We agree. But people still tell you about this lady compared to Ta Wongbe. Now they're looking at it that way. But that guy doing more in Nima County to help his people. But the next man, women, we know that man. Liberia need to change. So the future of Liberia is in our hands. It's in the hands of the voters.
Let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing. I was born in Liberia. I grew up in Liberia. Our mind is polluted. You know how the parents of Liberia, you know how they teach their children to make their children feel that the only thing that makes you successful is to get a degree.
Yeah.
Have belief, they don't have no belief in any company in skill. Like the way you can make the child see that even if you don't know this one, you can know this one. That's why you see higher prostitution rate, criminal rate is high in the country because there is no skill knowledge. So most of the people who claim to have the degree are the people in the country look at as a goal. So when I person will tell them, oh, she get degree, I'm gonna get master, I'm gonna get PhD, they may get degree, they may get people think that he knows everything. That's why you see in Liberia, the only thing you see represented is senator offers a scholarship. And scholarship should be open for scholar, not just anybody. You can't just get anybody scholarship. I get 5% of my scholarship, I got 150% of my scholarship.
You don't see that.
Why you? Yeah. How will you give me scholarship? I don't even know how to pay my way to go to the school. Create an avenue that even if I can get that degree, let me be able to buy something for myself. Let me be able to do something for myself. Even if I'm getting $5 every month, I can use my brain to turn that $5 to a billion of dollars. That's why you see anybody come to the United States or other countries, they survive because the people don't limit the people. They
Yep.
see that everybody cannot be up to the same level. So they create avenues for uneducated, not uneducated, educated. They just like that.
There's a place for everybody. Yep.
They fix the whole thing. So they make it look like y'all go to school. And then we got all the educated people in the country. But what are they doing?
No respect for
So
each other.
the people mind are polluted. So they don't even know what to think or what to trust. The people confused because 70 to 80% of the population are uneducated. So the 20% are going to be educated, they are criminals.
Yep.
So the person don't have that educational knowledge but have the wisdom and know exactly what they say. They see that you boy, you get more from your man. And now on zero one, what do you know? That may get PhD, that may get PhD, that man went to Howard University. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about who will lead, who has the vision, who loves the people. So that's how they program the Liberians' mind. That's
Yep.
why you see lots of people voted Joshua because the people felt enough or enough. We've been putting all those educated people and we are still not seeing anything. So maybe this is educated, but you are for food. Because you were the president for a very long time, but he's a fool. You know, you can't serve the devil and serve God and want to do. Now, why you see Joshua is exposed. If you look what Joshua, I think Joshua is the only president so far. He too much in all this because the expectations were high. The people were willing to work with him. We already knew you talk about a broken field. We already knew nothing was there. We just needed to work with you. We just needed you to put this system and just get all your kind of work. Even if we walk clean on the street all day, they get then I did okay, but we just want to see our place beautiful too.
Yep.
But he's a good. So now the people, right now, the people, they are very confused. So anybody who will win election right now in Labrador, you have to implement. Nobody wants to see what you get on your platform. And it's about implementation right now.
You gotta be proactive. Yep. You gotta be very proactive.
Yeah, we want to see. We can't want, but we don't want the paper. We can't read. So we want you to demonstrate what you wrote on the paper.
You are right,
It's
my
a very
sister.
sad situation. It's a very sad situation, but you have to be growing like rock, grow up in like rock, and know exactly what the country is. People keep blaming the people saying that men themselves they are stupid because the people don't know. The people don't know. You think you can do that nonsense in America? There will be a lot of because there are so many educated people who know their rights. So people doing their CNA, whatever, cleaning up, but they can take care of themselves. You know, when you can take care of yourself, take care of your household, your self-esteem build, you can stand up to your friend, man or woman, and talk what you can talk.
Yep.
But
That's
I'm
it.
coming to you in the morning. This people give me 20, let me start my day. You think when you talk, I will bow my head back.
I like that. You giving it again. Long time I haven't spoken to you. So you stay in Liberia or you out of Liberia now?
Personally, I'm out of Liberia.
Yeah, because I listened to you one time on somebody's show again. I think you have
Yeah,
seen it.
personally,
Yeah,
I'm out of Liberia.
that's
But
it.
I still on this level, you know.
Yeah.
Now forget it. But
No.
when you leave Liberia, you come outside. There's a bigger picture that make you feel that wow, God is
The
at
last
work.
time I talked to you, it was almost to the June 7 protest.
Yeah,
Yes, that time you were in Liberia during the June 7 protest.
right.
Yeah.
God bless. I find my way right now. I right now in FIFA. Though I'm not working, but when I come outside, I see children I'm older than I see their level, I see the way people do now. And sometimes you want to cry, you want to but again, you say to yourself, I know I can get there. There are so many ways to build Liberians, we are not hard to deal with. Very easy to be satisfied. Very
Yeah.
easy. Like I was just telling you, there are some places that I have a friend who told me that she wants to do or she wants to go into producing of juices. She went to a place Cape Mount way there, and then we want to land to buy. But the people in the town said, no, we can't sell our land to you. Since you want to sell juices, and then you say you want place to plant pineapple and other things, what we're going to do, we will give you this place, but you will only hire people from this town
Yeah.
to clean your place, clean everything. We'll give you 50 acres. My friend said, no, I can't manage 50 acres to plant it. I don't want 20. But the people say you can't bring somebody from wherever you have to put our people right here there.
Yes,
I said I went inside.
they were right.
They still get people there who sell more in bread for 3 for 6. When you even want somebody to pay your cost for you, and to get his name out, so when you say give me 50,000. You know how 50,000 is? It's like 250.
Wow.
And someone telling you say, I'll pay a 3 bedroom house for you, give me 50,000. The person proud, you see that you come and get them pay money. So why is our little soul wicked to us?
Just wicked natural as a real man. That's the real person you're getting. That's him. Never take
Yeah, but we don't
responsibility, never apologize for nothing in his life. Never apologize, never take responsibility. He always feel that some other person is the problem. He's not the problem.
yeah, but my question is if we say Joshua is the problem, then why would we be worshiping men and waiting something? Waiting something we say waiting something one of the big men to UL. Who claim that education should be one of the important things?
Yeah.
Who claim that he's educated? So waiting something went to Ministry of Commerce. What have waiting something demonstrate that education should be something important that people should see as a role model?
But who's supposed to remove him? That the president appointed him. He's corrupt than any other thing. Y'all don't, we told them a long time Western capital was corrupt.
I'm not really talking to the president because you know what president will make really make it
So, but that's why these people will stay there for until the president leaves. Certain people will not be removed. I can tell you today. George Weah is comfortable with certain people. Maggie will not leave, and Samuel 12 will not leave because these are his friends and these are the people who helping him. He believe that when somebody new come in, they will discover something. That's how he feel. I don't understand how he think that way. So he's not going to let them go. He will not let them go.
I'm not even thinking Joshua. My point is going to the people who claim to be educated. Like the men you were just talking about you now, but men who educated, they lie.
Yeah.
They lie. Why we keep doing the same thing and wanting different results?
Yeah, because they doing it for themselves. They're doing it for themselves. They want to get what they can get, and they work to the will and pleasure of the president, and they make the president feel good. The president going to remove them. The president going to remove them. That is why we hold the president responsible, because you don't want to appoint the people that is in the constitution that his right. That is right.
Few people that claim to be educated, they are the wicked people,
They are the worst people. They are the worst. But and if we need to concentrate now on the 2020 election. That's why sometimes the 2023 election, I don't know to talk about. We need to remove a lot of people. When we get genuine people, they will hold this president to the fire. They will hold this president.
Who have the country, the place they want to represent, the people who have the people at heart, they have to start now. We're not coming to waste time. 2 months to start kind of football, Jesse or football boost.
That was gonna, yeah, that was gonna happen.
We were campaign.
Yeah.
We were campaign. We not want football boost, football Jesse. We can send to China and produce our own football boost and Jesse.
Liberians need to do more. We need to educate our people, man. I will tell you what you're saying. We need to, and I will tell you somebody. I said Darius Dillon is very, very lucky right now. The people understand that's the only man who running campaign and he making it. Liberian, look, if you got to be consistent with Liberian people, you got to be consistent. If you telling Liberian man, say, I can't do this for you, but I can do this one, be consistent with it. If you tell the man, let's do this together, you got to be truthful to the people. But because our people been lying, so the common man say, they get a parable, they say, dry me sweet, but why will be eaten that the meat get dry? Tomorrow when we elect you, you'll not look for me again. You'll not do nothing for me. What you see? I was in District 17 there, and Kia Zulu. Kia Zulu pay $10 for people to vote for him. The children go and burn. Kia Zulu told them, he said, oh, give me 2 years to make my money back before I do anything. 2 years. Look at that. And some people don't care. They say, well, if I spend 6 years, I know I made some money. No problem. I can move from there. So they are not committed because every one of them were eating on and they were just pumping them with the money and they were just passing everything. Just imagine, Mary brought as much as I let her, the people deny her, and she still kept her job. And it's against the constitution. They denied Mary brought and she remained on that job. Nobody removed her. And at the same thing, Joshua want to do that. Zoni take office today because you're getting ready to do the same thing. They did it to Serena Seaforth again. They deny him and he took his job again. So all these things, it's all boiled down to look at the senators. They got more Unity Party senators opposition. But all these people are crooks. Vani Sherman is a crook. All of them are crook. So all these people need to be removed. 2020. They need to get them out. People need to hold look because look, that's the only way Joshua will come to himself. Seriously.
What do we have to put them?
Where they get look. Sometimes the people that we get, that's true. I agree. Sometimes the people that we get, they nothing, they ain't got the money to even run campaign. They are sincere people. They're sitting right in the county. Yeah. Look, but I mean that look at the other guy, Watson. Watson, who just won the by-election in Cape Man. There's a group of people that always coming. Where he coming from? This group come from Sierra Leone all the time to vote into Liberia. They go across, they register them. They come in the kind of Liberia, they register them. Election time they come. That's how he won. That's how he won. He took most of the people from across the bridge. All these things are all corruption. People got to lay diamond money, they spend it. And what the Wasi man doing now? Eh? What are he on for people? And the people in Cape say they ain't like the man. They ain't like the man. But the man spent his money. People can't vote for him. Muna Pennon did the same thing. Akara's Gray. You don't know why Akara Gray supporter they came from? They came from the border between local going to Ivory Coast there, like where they came in truck and they registered and went back and they came back to vote. You go in District 8 now, people tell you, say, no, me, I never voted for Akara Gray. That's why he's not contesting again. In District 9, Muna Pennon, all her voters then came from District 4, District 5. Sir Joseph, when he was in District 13, most of the people came from Waterside. That's where all the people then came from. Almost 3,000 people came from Waterside area there to go vote. Some people left from District 17 going to vote for what he said, Edwin Snow. I know what they put there corrupt like that. So Jackson Sibo, he lived in District 17. Some of the boys that came from 17, 16, and 17 and 15 and went to Nuku Town to go vote for him, and he not even living there. But because he was born there, so they told him he was in America. He was in America when they put his name on the ballot when his wife was there and they won. He defeated somebody while he was in America. So these are all the corruption we're talking about. But it would, and they put it for themselves. They believe that when they stay there for 9 years, after 9 years they rich, you can take them from there. They didn't care. You think they care? So there are other people in there. But who you find? But then we call the other people who left the country already. Now they decided that, oh, I'm going home. And they're interested to serve the people. They come with all the good. Oh, we know him. But we know the man, yes, sir. You need to know him. I don't need to know you. I need to know your plans. I need to know what you can do. That's all I need to know. That's why I don't fall in love with politicians. I only admire you. Because when politicians get rich, and not my family getting rich, I want you to just do the right thing for me so my people too will enjoy and myself will enjoy and I'll be free. That's all. I do not fall in love with politicians. Politicians, I nobody to fall in love with because if I lie to them, I'm gonna tell you the damn straight talk and let you go. And I go to the next person that get good platform. But everybody friend. When it comes to policy, national, when it comes to country, then I know brother and sister thing. I dare to protect only my family. I love my family. But I can't love a politician that not even living with me, that he go get rich on his own. Look at the situation. Job are getting rich every day. Some of them stay crying, looking for one job. Some of them they promise them. They're not even sitting in the stadium again. They're out of the stadium. They're not even spectator again. They're not even spectator. So what will happen? So listen, we can't give out Liberia. There's a meeting we cannot give out Liberia. Liberia will rise again. We will get people. We will straighten out Liberia. Maybe someone will not be alive. Maybe we will not be alive. Maybe we'll be alive. But we will straighten up. Even the dead people, the people they killed in Liberia, will be happy because we got to recognize people. We kill more people in our country, and still we cannot even recognize that we kill people in our country to even say, let's have a 1 day memorial day and we'll build a monument and we say this day is for the 250,000 plus people that died during the war. But we got Prince Johnson there who still enjoying. We got George Bole there. They still passing around while people in Liberia sharing blood, but you can't see the blood. They crying in themselves when they see these people. They hating them. The spirit are not going to hurt them. Because what's so much that Liberia can move forward? Every day something happening to us. Because a lot of wicked things that we did in our country. Some people pointed at people for no reason. Oh, you see that man over there, they point at me, they kill him on you. We did a lot of things in Liberia that we need. We got to stop worshiping men. We got to stop praising people. Let's just admire them. That's sometimes I can enjoy hearing custom when they say, oh, hero, you say, don't call me hero. Sometimes you say, don't call me hero yet. Like Darrell General said, don't call me honorable. I haven't do the honorable thing yet. You know, but by the time we see John Brown, Jeff Fly, oh yeah, that's it. We gotta open our eyes. And now people like your people like me, we gotta talk, we gotta in your community, you sit down small, when you sit down small, the way you in the politics, you sit down small, you just tell the person when they want to say, listen, this is what we need to do. And I agree, our opposition need to tell our people their role and what's the government role because they will want to be in charge tomorrow. This is what you need to do as a citizen. This is what government need to do as government. Government responsibility is to protect you. Government responsibility is to do something, but government can bring food in your house. Government can do this. So you got to be the one to do certain things for yourself. We got to let them know. We got to stop food in there, carry one whole truck to the houses and say, y'all can't take your rest. And y'all not forget to vote tomorrow. What's that? That nonsense. That nonsense. The rest finish, you vote for the wrong person. Then I say, but nobody know what they voted for Joey anyway. Everybody voted for Joey. Joey say, hey, the mayor spent, the mayor suffer now for that thing. I just give it to him. But the other guy just come and win, let the guy. The other guy, oh, the papi here that with Ellen Johnson, the papi used to be with Ellen Johnson. All kinds of things. But Liberian, that's what we do. It's in the Bible. That's the story right there. Saul and David. The people of Israel said they wanted Saul. And they talk. God said, Saul is not my choice. They said, we want Saul. When Saul got ready for them, they said, hey, God, they saw Mayor, this and that before David came in. So we can't give up, man. We can't give up here. Let's just keep talking. Let's just keep. I enjoy your conversation, and I want to say thank you. You can come on all the time, and maybe one. I will try to bring you on one day, and you have a whole show with me. So I will inbox you and just download the Zoom on your phone, and I can bring you on live, and we will see each other. And I would like you to be one of my co-hosts because you got a lot of things in there that you need to bring out. So take it easy now,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, sir. You
Okay.
too. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Okay. Guys, so you're listening to her. She's a very smart woman. This is my third time talking to her, and she knows the issue. She's into it. She meant good. She want good for her country too. And they are the young people, but hey, she see other people that she older than, and things are still going the way it's supposed to. It's not going the way people wish. And people just say, oh, let's vote for John Weir because the man went 2 times. We're sorry for him and this and that. And so it's hard. It's hard. How about sometimes when people talk about Henry Costa, I tell people I admire Henry Costa. It mean I want to worship Henry, but somebody call me and say, hey, now you're Henry. I say, listen, I admire him because what he doing, nobody have done it. That is what I admire him. I'm not saying that Henry Costa ought to be president, but step by step. And when Henry Costa say, well, yes, he's a Liberian. He has the right to say he want to be run for president. He has the right. I have the right. You yourself, everybody can do it. But if he said, no, don't call me this because we're doing it together. But sometimes people call me, they say, oh, Muni, thank you for the show. Don't, yeah, I agree. But if you don't watch it, I will not talk. If you don't share it, nobody will know. If you don't, because you playing a role and I playing a role, so we're doing it together. I'm not doing it on the time that I'm not feeding my family. No. When I finish, I go to work. What time is it right now? I'm working tomorrow. I came home. I do what I'm supposed to do. I'm sitting down. I'm taking my time. I need pay. But later on, we all doing it together. But we got to speak out. The people who on Facebook who posting all the time. It's just that some people post for no reason. They don't know what they're posting. They just send things out there because they want for people to talk. Sometimes I look at I don't even reply to some people. I can get so mad. I don't reply to people. You know. So I want to say thanks again, Desiree. Bobby Dean, what's up, my brother? Jay God, a wise man changes, but a fool's is always a fool. That's truth. Yeah. We've been awaiting the number. Yeah, Desiree, thanks again. You just got the number. And Muchacho, Levi Thompson. Says Levi, let me hear from you, man. And yeah, let's pray for Jaru. They say he's sick. I'm not saying as a virus. Maybe, I don't know for what reason. And you know, Tom, will you pass already? They say it was a virus. And indeed, my beloved Liberia delivers beautiful into the hands of the corrupt sucker icon and a criminal president. Joe, we are wasting, man. Joe, we are wasting. The people time with Joe, we are, trust me. I was talking to one boy, we got our people in Liberia. The boy said, the only thing they put saying, I say, "Papi, let's just wait for the time. Let Joe, we are time, they are finished. That's all. We want no war. We want nothing. And I believe that George Weah will not, when this election goes against George Weah, that's it. But one thing, for us to believe that George Weah will lose the 2023 is to give him a very nice defeat in 2020. If we cannot give George Weah a nice defeat in 2020, then we're not ready. Then we're not ready. So the four opposition parties, they are the biggest party in the country. I know we've been having over 22 or whatsoever, but trust me. Let me tell you something. The first round, CDC is three political parties. You got CDC, Congress for Democratic Change. You got the National Patriotic Party and LPDP Party, which I don't know what they get members said, a fat former speaker. And then you got Prince Johnson, who joined it later on. They came out with 38% in the first round. 38%. So they make it. In the second round, Joshua had what? 61%, 61.2% in the whole thing. So 38, if you subtract 38 from 62, where the other percentage came from? It came from different members. And some people believe, oh, we're not vote for Joseph Boakai because Joseph Boakai was with Ellen Johnson. After that first round, people called. They said, oh, Mooney, my man, you know Joey. I said, nope. I came on out there. I can still remember I went on Gilman's show, the man now who today. He said, oh, my man, you're behind me. I said, I'm going to break a news. He said, what? I said, I'm going to support Joseph Boakai in the second round. I knew, even if I supported Cummings in the first round, I knew it was a tough thing because the people in Liberia, they made up their mind. Plus, Ellen Johnson helped. So sometimes it make it look fishy again. And, especially the second round, it make it look fishy. He won. Now, the people who joined CDC, they became member. They were not member of CDC, but they just went in and they voted for Joshua. They were the first group of people who felt discouraged and they back away. After six, after 6 months, they broke away from CDC. They said, damn, my man, we made a mistake. Then in a year, the ones that who went there, who publicly showed themselves, like fans and Senvi and whosoever, Senvi on my show the other day and say, you brother are the biggest. I tell you, not a bigger mistake. It's not a mistake. They out. So everybody who supported CDC in the second round, they are out. Now, some of the seditious themselves who supported George Weah, who did everything, they are out. Obi is out. Vendetta Patrick is out. His son and Sally. I'm just calling few people. They're not individual because everybody got people. A lot of seditions gave up already. You can hear it on this little girl. She voted for George Weah. She out. People who voted for George Weah, they are out. So right now, I would tell you, don't be afraid. Don't let nobody fool you. Living in denial. CDC percentage right now is around 20 to 25%. The ones then who are there, even the NPP men, the NPP people, they're not even supporting George Weah again. So nobody should fool you. CDC having a retreat. Why didn't go to SKD? They went to ATS. CDC begging people to wear t-shirt. CDC trucking people. It never happened before. It never happened before. When CDC said, we want you to meet the children right on their skin, CDC support Joe. We are sitting in the street. But everybody gave up. There was a 14-year-old labor. Everybody asking, but how you could labor vote? And let me tell you, people under age voted off. I met two girls in Johnsonville when I went there. The other girl at the time, she just turned 16. The other one just turned 17. And the children showed me the voting card. I said, that's not true. Yeah, I said, but how can the children say, but the people say, more vote. And who you voted for? We voted for CDC. Wow. You see what happened? Some people have two registration cards, two voters cards. People I saw over 2,000 voting cards in one place they said Bonap Farm. All the people in Bonap Farm. Almost 90% of the people in Bonap Farm voted in District 14. They voted for Vamwa Corner. They voted for Vamwa Corner. They came from Bonap Farm. I said, I know what the people get an idea to be trucking people from this place to that place. Yes, so I'm telling you, I'm not joking. Everybody just from one place to another place. That is why when you run it, can you be careful because some people lie to you say, "I'll vote for you." They can't vote because some of them are not qualified to vote. Some of them voting in different county already. Some of them voting in different county. But the corruption, these are all corruption. So tell me, they're going to keep the voter rolls the same. They're not going to change it. They're going to now what they're going to do? They will implore all sedition to work at the place. This is one of the trick. Even the pool washer, the pool, neck hire pool washers, and then the parties bring pool washers. Neck going to hire all sedition as pool washer. We know the trick. They came to me. They said, just say your names and give us $10 each. So guess what's going to happen? Neck will hire all the sedition, the Sabu unit as a pool washer, and they will be what? Supervisors at every pooling center. That is why we need to go back and sue. Take election commission to court and say up to now they have not rectified, they have not cleaned up the voter rolls yet. And they got all kind of people working there. I'm telling you, it's not a joking thing. They will implore all seditions and some of them will be coordinated. In fact, they gave all of them, they make them coordinate. And guess what happened with your pool washer? Your pool washer ain't got no voice. Your pool washer stand 10 feet away from where they're doing the voting. And when you argue, they can put you out. And you're going one at a time. That's why they say they want two pool watchers at a place and a supervisor. And guess what? When the supervisor come there, the supervisor not going like as if you'll be sitting there. So you sitting 10 feet away from where they're doing the voting, you just watching. If anything happens, you go and say, oh no, man, there's a mistake. If they want to act bad, they can argue with you, and then you will have to leave. They will call the police and put you out. That's what they do. It's in a book, it's in a handbook. So even when they're counting, you're not part of the counting, you're just looking. So this is what I decided to do. And I will tell you, I will not lie. We don't want to do it, but I tested it 20. I gave 20 names, and the 20 names were on the pool, were pool washer. The 20 names, the only thing about 10 was supervisor, and what it not enough because I said no, it was not going to be because sometimes they lie to you. So I called the guys in at neck. They are honest crook. They people build houses. That's what they do. So just imagine man saying, give me your names. I'm the one recruiting in this area. Just give me the names and I will recruit every one of them, will train them, then they will serve there. So you got to worry yourself again. They already your eyeball. That is what Unity Party and CDC did. And now what CDC going to do again? So they're going to appoint all these people. They're going to appoint them. So y'all sit there. Y'all sit there. Y'all will see it. Y'all will see it. So these are some of the loopholes that opposition need to worry about because they will suppress you. They will do things at that station there, at that police center, that you yourself will not get no voice. When you look, your people are out. They take your phone, you go look, your coordinator say, but how come not? Oh, they finish putting them outside. They said no, the man was doing something, he was disrespecting people, so he got to leave. They put it out. By the time they try to change, they not feel the back. What you do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Nothing. Nothing you can do. These are how they steal that all the corrupting. They hire people to be pool watcher. That's what they do. I'm a living witness. I'm not saying it, they say. These are things that people came to me and I gave 20 names and the 20 names were all on the pool washer in our place. But the only thing they make all of them supervisor because the stupid ball, it's so they corrupt. And what he said, Tyler, the guy who was the head of the IT, a corrupt guy. That guy go in the system and change people names. He changed people addresses. That what he did and put most of the sedition in District 15 to go in District 15 to vote. They happy. But some of your guys will not believe it. Your team will making up stories. We're not making up stories. These are some of the things. These are some of the things. Yeah, that's how they steal the election because they will intimidate your pool washer. So they're going to employ their people as neck workers as pool washer. So your party pool washer, they just like observer. They gave you like this going election, the 2018 election. We went for that true result. They told us they said 10 feet away. You sit here, you can watch them. You watch it. If you're not satisfied, you can tell and say, "Oh no, that man have not checked yet, or that man finger not checked and whatsoever." If you bop your eye, you on your own. The chinche will in front of you quick, 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 quick. Some of them know who the seditions are. By the time they get there, they tell them straight. They say, "Listen, that place is our place." By the time you get there, where you behave, they will know straight. Sometimes they give you two. The people are corrupt. If you're not watching, the man will take out two ballot paper, joined together, and give it. You take it, if you watch it, the men are coming, not sedition. But look, the people, the only plans that CDC got is all corrupt plans. All corrupt plans. All corrupt plans. They come to the way they will look, the people throw the sign. The men take the ballot paper, fold it, not fold it, join it together, and look for your name and give it to you. That two in your head, you got to hold it in the way that nobody will know. When you, the pool watch your observer from your group, don't know. I know somebody who came and voted 2 times for us because he was pissed off and said that he told us that the people were willing to do certain things and we're free. So he came to prove it to us. This dude voted 2 times. Yeah. I said, but why you did it? He said, because you're going to understand. You're acting just you won't be perfect, this and that. That's true. Look at Henry Costa. Henry Costa had what? 4,000 some of votes. He lost. Some people won with 900, some people won with 500 votes in other districts. You see that? But anyway, it's all we good. Liberians, we're good at that. We're good at that when it comes to corruption. All that is corruption. It's not nothing big. It's all corruption. I will tell you. You don't have to steal money, but it's corruption. Yep, it's corruption. Okay, guys, it's 12 o'clock. I gotta be going. I gotta be leaving. I want to say thank you for watching. My name is Munel Kishen. Share this video. You can also follow us on Twitter, on YouTube. We're on 30 different sites. This is the Lrtn, and this is the conversation with the general show. And I'm sorry that sometimes people say they don't see the numbers, but you're free to call in. This is the place where everybody's voice is heard. I don't worry about who called me. If you have the time to be, the only time I'll tell you, okay, I gotta answer another person unless somebody else calling. But once nobody call, you will be able to express yourself. I'm the general conversation. I'm the general of opinions. I'm not a military general, but right now, I can't wear my green cap because if I wear my green cap, it will look like I get a hole in my head. So let me see. Let me see something. See, look at the cup. See right there, it's green. So I'm actually using a green screen to change everything. So you see this? You can see through the cup, eh? You can see through the cup. You see through the cup. Yeah. So that's it. Coconut water juice. So my point, let's pray for our country, yeah. The police people, they know what they're doing. Some of them hustling. They're taking it to market. They're taking it home. But when they eat it, God will punish them. That thing will, but until one, they say Jala, I think that was Jala, they say he got it. But let them be doing a thing. One big man will catch it. And the people brought out in the country. That the government official then took that thing in the country. Let me tell you the real truth. That the government official then, nobody else. They the one. They took in the country. Somebody call me. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hi, who's this?
This is my wallet. Who's this, money?
Yeah, how are you? I saw your missed call. I said, let me just call you so you can close the show. How are you?
Oh, not bad. Well, I was just listening to your show, and thank God you decided to join the winning party. You in Philadelphia, right?
I live in Jersey, but I
Oh,
spend all my time in
so,
Philadelphia.
so I'm gonna be your regional coordinator,
Okay.
or your regional chairman. So I've been listening to your show sometime.
Yeah,
But my brother, the only thing we can do for that country is to pray.
yeah, I gotta pray hard.
The ignorance in the country is just too high. The people don't know what they want.
Yep,
And so when somebody don't know what they want, it's hard to give them something because they don't know what they want, they don't know what they need. So even if they saw it before their eyes, they don't know. You know, there are this notion, I don't know. You know, one question I always ask Liberian people,
yeah.
who do you know? These people always say, we don't know him. Who do
Yeah.
you know? Because the best minds of Liberia don't live in Liberia.
Yep, I agree. I agree.
So if you really want Liberia to change, you will have to look for people and see what they have achieved in their life.
Yep,
People who have built their reputation will not spoil it for $500,000 business. They
yep,
will not spoil it for $1 million business because they got more than that.
yep, yep,
If you could take somebody who are working in a nursing home and got some degree online and go back to Liberia and you make him minister or you make him president, of course you expect him to steal.
yep,
He got nothing. He got nothing to defend. Ogahala Cummings, there is no way. The man almost got more money than the national budget. So kind of reputation he has built, it's just too heavy for him to go spoil his name for, some chicken change.
Yep.
They want to say George Weah have money. George Weah ever worked for Liberia and didn't get paid?
I know. That's a good one.
Never. This man is saying that, I don't know how much, I think they said the president's salary that is what, 3.5 million or whatever. This man is saying that he's not going to take pay. They'll tell you that somebody who don't need your money.
Yeah.
This man has built his reputation already. He just want to do something for his country so that his name stand in the world as he accomplished this and then he did this for his country. The best minds they got in Liberia, they don't live there. Because first, there's no security.
Yeah.
Second, you don't have money to pay them. Thirdly, even if they forgot the money, you got nothing for them to do.
Yeah. Yep.
So if Liberia wants to change, they have to look for quality in people. Look for people track record. See what they have accomplished in their lives. Then you choose. I tell people to ask Liberian people this one question before you go vote. Say, what do Liberia really need right now for us, for our lives to be better? What do we need? If I were there, right now in Liberia, you need jobs. You need jobs to be able to elevate your life. And well-paying jobs. All right? You don't have it. So then where can you get these jobs? Can you provide it in your neighborhood? No. Do somebody you know have enough money to provide it? No. So where is it going to come from? It's going to come from out of the country. So what do you need to get it from out of the country? You need somebody who has the clout, who has the connection,
Yep.
and who has the recognition and the respect that people will depend on and say, okay, this guy is there, I can come. So when you look at all these guys, who you think the best can provide that? And we got to be objective, in our thinking.
Yep.
Because if this world, whether you like it or not, who knows you run the show?
Yep. I agree.
Nobody know you. You can fill a house with PhD. Nobody got you time. You walk around in your shoelace.
Yep.
So people in Liberia got to understand that it got nothing to do with your little politics inside the country. It got all to do with how the power that be feel about this person. So the person can be popular in Liberia all you want. Joe, we have played football for you in 13 years, but what you got now?
Yep.
What you got now? Nothing. Because he was nothing. He was entertainer. He entertain you now. So what you got? He still entertaining himself. Why you suffering? But when you take people who have been able to accomplish things in life, let me tell you something, Malik. If you used to good things, you cannot settle for dirty, nasty, or mediocre stuff.
Yeah.
You understand? If you, for example, if you used to wear $1,000 suits, I mean, I care how poor you get. If somebody gave you $1, you will really. I mean, it would just be something you can do because it's like no, let me not go. Let me not have a suit, but I can't wear this stuff.
Yeah.
You understand? But somebody who had nothing or who not used to anything looks good to them. And that's where Liberia is. These people, most of the Liberia, from what I'm saying, seem like most of these guys came to Liberia when the war was on. So they can't even believe Liberia was what it used to be. So they're not expecting anymore.
Yep.
Their whole life is lived day by day. You tell these guys that Liberia, no iron bar used to be in front of stores before, they can't believe it.
No, they don't believe it. Oh, they won't believe it. They won't believe it.
You tell these guys we used to have telephone booth on the street, they can't believe it.
No. No. They're thinking that nothing was there.
You tell these guys anything that used to happen in America or in Liberia the next day, they can't believe it.
Yep.
They can't believe that we have bowling alley.
Then that's true. What?
They can't believe we have those kind of things. You
Yep.
understand? So these people don't know any better. Now, how do you give them that vision to think better, to know that they can be better, to know that their life don't have to be something that they go to sleep and they're praying God, they must open their eyes the next day, that they can plan
Yep.
for their children. And you know, there's nonsense that people talk, oh, and the people suffer, or Congo people suffer, or what the Congo people not do for you now? It works.
We need to stop singing our song.
You know, when the Congo people been there, and they can show one person that was not in their tribe or their family or somebody they were sleeping with that they help.
Yep.
At least I always tell them this. You say the people treated you bad, but you were on the farm with your parents, and you were toting wood, you were toting water, and nobody was sending you to school.
Yep.
You followed them, you came in town, you tore water, and you went to school. Today, you got PhD. Today, you got master degree. You could have tore water and tore wood all your life, you will not get A, B, C, D.
Nope. Nope.
So you better be grateful. But since you got your PhD, how many other people
That
that
you
were
help.
not your tribe or your family have you helped?
Yep.
They can't point to one. So there's no nonsense about, oh, people suffer me. It's up to you. Sometimes you suffer to break the poverty line in your family.
Yep. Yep.
So yes, you may have suffered. But suppose because you suffered, you went and went to school and got your degree now, your children would never have your experience. Or should never, because some of them still go and abandon their children.
Yep.
You know, your children should never have your experience. So let that be your history. But your children should not understand what that thing means. You know? And so I tell people all the time, unless we want a better Liberia, unless we dream big, we're not going to move from this stage we are.
That's a fact.
Because if you just get satisfied with running around in the mud, you might as well call yourself pigs. But if you want to be a human being, you got to know that maybe you have to walk in the mud, but you're really trying to get on dry land.
That's a fact. Right.
And when you get on dry land, you really want to climb up the cement. So then you can wash yourself up.
You can watch yourself up good now. You know exactly what you went through.
Exactly. You know? And this notion that, oh, pull me, everybody in the country begging, seems like they take it to be their job.
Yeah. Pull me.
Pull me. If you think that way, you will be that way.
Yeah.
You know? So suppose they got another thing. They say, oh, when the people come from America, they will take our job. What job you got there?
You got a job there first?
You know, and what they don't understand is that money, if 50,000 Liberians in the diaspora go home, there are at least 30,000 houseboy jobs.
Yep. Yep.
There are at least 15,000 driver jobs.
That's true.
There are at least 10,000 yard boy jobs. That jobs you didn't have.
Yep. That's the
There
truth.
are at least 20, 30 different companies going to start. And if each of them hire 5 people,
The whole family right there, you know, some of the family more, everybody, yeah.
you know, so the whole thing that they don't want people to come from home, they're fighting to make Nigerian men citizens, but their own Liberian person, they're calling them foreigner.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, they got a new stuff in their mouth, now Henry Costa, the foreigner.
Yeah, foreigner.
I said, do you understand the law?
You know, I can enjoy it, can read the Constitution backward.
You know, they just say, they just put stuff on it, and then the people so gullible, they just take it and start running with it.
And these are the people who say, that's why I say some of them got a degree, they started a school, they went online, they end up purchasing and say, you know what, me just hold it. And they still get the jet to go home.
That one they can have a PhD and still working to the nursing home.
Yeah.
That means if you open it, you don't even trust you.
Yeah.
Because if you really were qualified, you will be working in the area that you got a degree.
You got engineer degree, you still telling me say you got business administration, you got MA in this, and you still in the nursing home doing what?
You know?
You want to get to Liberia.
Yeah, but then they go to Liberia and want to be minister.
Yeah, I said they can put in a suitcase, so keep it. They can be saving a degree to go home.
They go, they want to be minister straight away. Do these people even understand what it means? What's the job description? Most of these people in government, you ask them what their job description, they don't know.
They know.
That's why they can't function.
They know.
There's a reason why you got to go stage by stage. So by the time you reach to the top, you know the job. College don't qualify you to be minister.
No.
It's your experience that qualifies you to.
No.
College, all it says, you got the ability to think at a higher level. That's all it says.
That's it right there.
You know, it's your own common sense and ingenuity that will push you up. And if you think you're so smart, start from the bottom and climb the ladder fast.
And one of the problems Liberians are now fall for, because every time people invite me to their tribal programs, I don't go there because I tell them I don't believe in tribal association. County association is like this. If I was born in Maryland, okay, I was born in Maryland County. First, Maryland County is my county. Monserrato is where I grew up at. But if we're talking about county, Maryland will be my county. Then from that, I'm Monserrato. But because you're now a global man, and you say, "Oh, I'm born in Maryland," but the man I want Guillaume man. No, he's from Maryland. Not because he's a Guillaume man, but he's actually from Maryland. He was born in Maryland. But it's just like Bassa. They believe that when you're born in Bassa, you got to be a Bassa man. For what? For what? No.
You know, one of the questions, you see, our people don't even know their own history, right?
They don't.
Before 1964 or so, when they put the boundaries to call the different counties what they are now,
Yeah.
which county were you come from?
Maryland.
All just Liberians.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're all Liberians. Yep. Yep.
You know, and when we went to school back in the day, I went to school with people from kindergarten to college. I don't know their times.
You know where they come from.
I don't know. We didn't care what just happened with Liberians. That's all.
That's all. Liberia is it. Where do you come from? And I want to hear from people. It helped the country. It helped the country a lot.
You know, Julius Nyerere did it in Tanzania.
Yeah.
These people used to fight all the time about tribe. He took all the boundaries from there. You Tanzania, and that's it.
That's it.
No boundaries there. You Tanzania.
But even in Rwanda today, there is no Tutsis and Hutus anymore. Nobody talk about it. Nobody talk about it. Yes, nobody.
And until people start thinking that I'm a Liberian and nothing else. Listen, Liberia, they never control any movement. They never control marriage. You see, they got some African countries. You can't marry this woman from the other side because 200 years ago, the two villages fought war. It don't exist in Liberia.
No.
So you can take somebody's DNA from Kipama and go find the match in Cape Mount.
Yep.
You Ash in Sano. So when they will fight our tribes, everybody in Liberia interrelated.
Everybody.
Even those who look for people to call Congo and what, they don't even understand the difference between America or returned slave because they were not even American, because they didn't make black men American until 40 years after the people were already in Liberia.
Yep.
Okay, so it was not even America, Liberia. It was just returned African slaves. But the Congo people, they were nothing like Congo people. It was Congo.
Congo,
because
yeah.
the American army didn't know where these people came from.
Yep.
They just said they were from Congo, from the Congo basin. So people gotta understand their history before they start making, ideas about what people are. And these people were just African who never made it.
And the ship, yeah, they never made it because that ship was going when they returned. I think they brought them to Liberia.
And they brought them there.
Yep.
So that's why they call them Congo. They were from the Congo basin because they didn't know their names. So they just say, so Congo. This person Congo. That's all. So then they take it now and call it. They are here. I see them spelling it. They even make a spelling for it now. Congo.
Yeah. Congo.
I mean, come on. You really want to separate yourself until you got to make word for it. you know? And you know the bottom of all that thing is inferiority complex.
Yeah, we strange people.
The bottom of all of that thing is inferiority complex.
You think because they had the people that went to Liberia were different people from different places, so that's why Liberia like this. Because it's hard to find 100% Liberian with the same idea, with just different people. Why? You think because the people that went to Liberia came from different places?
Let me tell you something, money. You know what made Liberia special? That place was bush in the 1400s. Thick forest. Nobody lived there. People start running away from the Malian Empire.
Yeah.
The Ashanti Empire. The Sudan. They start running away from all those places there. And why they were running away? Because some of them, they didn't want to be part of the monarchy. Some of them, they did something to the king, and the king wanted to look for them. Some of them, the king overran their tribal group, and they didn't want to be slaves, so they ran away. And where they were hiding, in that place, what we call today Liberia. So everybody who was in that place, in the bushes they're hiding, they were there for one thing. They wanted to be free. Coincidentally, the people found this place to bring the other Africans who they didn't want in America, who they had suffered so much, and brought them and put them there. They too wanted to be free. So everybody hiding in their own places, and the only time it got exposed that when the big American ship brought people and put them down. You understand?
Yeah.
So if all of this thing, everybody was hiding, there is a reason why it's called Liberia, a land of liberty, of freedom. Subconsciously, everybody that came there were looking for freedom and they met there. You don't think that's something divine?
Yep.
You don't think we should be loving each other?
That's true. That's the truth.
Look, my parents are from Lofa, right? I never lived there. I don't speak no dialect. I don't nothing. All right. My grand auntie, my grandma too. Those people have long hair all the way behind their knees. You know, the rare Arab hair.
Yeah.
And the first time I saw the old lady, I said, how come that woman light skin like this and no white people were here when they were born? But then digging into our own history, I found that the people from there came from Northern Sudan.
Okay.
And I found that the people from Northern Sudan are white Arabs.
Yep.
So then I understood why the people are looking like that. But then you know what? Because I'm light skinned, my sister is light skinned, they sent us to Lofa to visit just for the people to see us.
Yeah.
The people got mad. They said, look how they're looking white, get at white people. Look. You know, I get me older now, a little bit darker. But they're funny. You know, that's how it was. Even my own dad, he couldn't go to that place there. The people, oh, he think he wasn't there.
Oh.
You know, it's like, what's wrong with these people? And so the definition of Congo now became you go, you get educated, you live a civilized life, then you come up. They don't care what part of the place you come from. As long as you don't act like them, then you come up now.
Yep.
And surprisingly, or not even surprisingly, all of them trying to be like you.
Yep.
But then they act like they're against you. Because look at this group that they're now. Why they're stealing all the money to do? What is stealing all the money to do? They're still trying to be. Look at Joe Weir. Every day he's trying to dress like somebody.
Yep.
He in his mind, he's still not there.
Yep. He still want to be like the people.
Be somebody else. You can't beat nobody at being them. You got to be you. You understand? And so these people need to just be content with who they are. And if you think you low, make yourself better. They say what you rub on you. You can't be hating people and want to be like them. If you get close to them, you might learn something.
And then they join the Masonic days, they do the other one year, they want to be like the same people who they're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then the whole hatred was about envy. It was they wanted to be something they're not. And the problem is that my sister always say, I don't care how many mayonnaise you put on chicken shit, it will never be chicken sandwich.
No way.
You understand?
Yeah.
So you can do all those things there. If you don't, I'll tell you one thing about, we used to say back in the day, right? There's a way, especially when the 1980 thing happened, there's a way you can identify the old Moravian from the new one.
Yeah.
You know? Because when we start talking about the things that used to be, they got no idea. You know? And that's the thing. The schools you went to, the kind of social, connections you have, when they find what your status is, you can join all those things there. And nobody know you still know that nothing.
Yep.
What they don't understand about the Masonic craft and everywhere in the world is a connection thing. It's all about helping each other to succeed. And if you're not part of, like, I want to, I want to race. All right? I want to elementary school, Calvary Baptist school. I tell people you can change the government 100 million times in Liberia. I will still have friends in the top government.
That's a fact. That's a fact. 100%. You will. You will still get people there.
You know, so I'm not. You can't make me run away. I don't care how you do. You had a coup. You know, something funny happened when the coup happened, right? They used to naked the guy, made them war from BTC.
Yeah.
To come to the marshal to tell no money, then they war back. And so they were coming from the marshal, and these children were clapping, wooing at them, right? And then someone just say, "Oh, you're wooing? We the one that got PRZ." And he was even loud, they were marching with them. To show that after everything, they made him minister again. You know, it's like that just certain contacts you got, it will not, you can't do nothing to the person.
No.
You know, somebody somewhere will identify the person and say, oh, I'm a man over there. You know, so people got to just forget their differences. Be happy that you're Liberian, you meet another Liberian.
Yep.
And if you're not up to the standard, get close.
That's a fact.
Why do people go to Harvard years. You think because they teaching something that different? No.
Nothing different. That is just the
It's a
contact and
connection
the
that you
connection.
make.
Yep.
Because you might not know you and one guy who like to smoke weed in a room, but maybe you're about a billionaire.
Yep.
And maybe you don't help him with a lesson because you smart like hell. But then in life, you still hustling job, what I may already see you home.
Yep.
So they go you and him bother somewhere. He said, man, what you doing now? Man, I'm still looking for a job. Come on.
Come
where
on,
you
man.
going?
Come here. Let's go.
That man read his knee on the back of a business card, and the same place he been going 100 times, they say no job there, they make you manager.
Yep. Yep.
And your life changed forever.
Okay, this phone going dead. I don't want to cut it off. I can't leave to them. But anyway, that's my number there. Take my number. Anything you eat. Take this other. Take this other one.
I want people to understand.
Yeah. Take this other number down. Write this other number down. 267 70 267 702 7967. That's my personal number there. So you can text me any information.
Why you should do my name? Because I'm not somewhere close to pin
Okay.
that number to my phone number.
Okay, I will text it to this number. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so thank you very much.
Thank you,
We'll
and
meet.
I
Yep.
hope our country, God will help this
Yep.
country so that this thing can pass over us. Because
Yes, we
otherwise,
will try.
we will die too much.
That's the fact. Yep. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, then.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, brother. Thanks. Well, that was a nice conversation and it was a food for thought. And these people, they got a lot of experience. And, he said something, although I was a little small, but we had telephone booths in Liberia. We had our bowling alley. We had a lot of, oh, God. Yeah, we don't know, man. I remember even right in front of Looking Down Cinema that we go there, we got our little ice cream, hot dog. We go to town like that. We go do some stuff. We go bowl. But now, Liberia is so boring. It is. It's so boring, man. Boring. Our people not ready. We still doing the same thing with the same results. We're not doing nothing more. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your time, your effort, your just by staying on there with me. I know people are on and off, and you can follow us on YouTube. If you go to YouTube right now and say LRTN, you will see all our programs. And this is a Liberian radio and television network. We are registered. We are not on the side. We register. We're in Liberia, and we do. It's a non-for-profit organization thing. It's owned and operated by the Sharing Foundation. We help other organizations. So if you're non-for-profit, you call us. We find the news and we'll give you a little bit. If you want to do weddings and other stuff, we know what to do. Anything you want, T-shirts, you want programs, you want anything to be done, we're available. We can carry a program live from Liberia. So if you're getting married in Liberia, fine. You're having a funeral, fine. Anything you want to do. So thank you very much and share this video with your friends and loved ones. And let us keep Liberia in prayer, my people. Let us keep Liberia in prayer. Let us think about Liberia first before ourselves. Once Liberia is okay, we okay. You understand? So please let's do the right thing. It will help us. I love Liberia. I love Liberians. That's why I go to Liberian church because I love the people of Liberia. They are very decent. No matter what we do, we sometimes gossip, but we still do the right thing for each other. But let us just love each other, not to bring your friend down. Just try the best and love each other. Don't complain. You don't know. Don't feel for other people. That's why sometimes we take it easy. We don't know what other people are going through. But we will always talk because it depends on how you present yourself. That's how we know what you're going through. You know, so if you see a man walking around, you don't know. Sometimes you see the man walking fast down the road. You think he's going for a job interview. No, maybe he might be going to the restaurant because his stomach running. You don't know. So now because you see him running fast, he all dressed up and he rushing, and you think he going for some good interview. Maybe that man came for lunch and he rushing back to work and then thought he giant too. So thank you very much. My name is Munel Kishen, aka the General of Opinions. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you very much. Bye for now. And share this video with other people. Thank you. This is your humble servant, Munel Kishen, aka the General. I love Lrtn, Liberia Radio and Television Network, owned and operated by Sharing Foundation. The General Show starts right now. Don't go away. Stay tuned.
Say what's up?
Red Eyes Entertainment.
You know we say what's up? Oh yeah. We say what's up? You say what's up? No matter what I should do for your love, I can do anything for your love. Your business on my mind, all day, all day, all day. On my mind, all day, all day, all day. Your business on my mind, all day, all day, all day. On my mind, all day, all day, see, all day. They do them plenty and they far away, but no one like my game. Someone that can bluff, someone that can just fly away, but they can make my game. My love belongs to me, your love belongs to me. And yeah, yo, baby, cool, go. I'm going to the bacana, I'm going to the bacana. Our love is big, they would not be high and see. Yeah, yo, you call like me, throw you on my back. I want to throw you on my back. I know good news, I want to say I do. No matter what I should do for your love. I can do anything for your love. Your business on my mind, all day, all day, all day. On my mind, all day, all day, all day. Your business on my mind, all day, all day, all day. On my mind, all day, all day, all day. Ayaka, ayaka, baby, I can go there for you. Ayaka, ayaka, I can bring it for you. Ayaka, ayaka, baby, I can do it for you. Ayaka, 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 say I can give you all the loving you need. I can give you business on my mind all day, all day, all day. On my mind all day, all day, all day. Your business on my mind all day, all day, all day. On my mind all day, all day, see all day. They do them plenty and they far away, but no one like my gamer, gamer, gamer. Someone that can bluff, someone that can dress by way, but they can make my gamer, gamer, gamer. My love belong to me, your love belong to me. Yeah, yeah, yo, baby, kulune go. Namwanga bagana, imwanga bagana. Our loving baby would not be high and see. Yeah, yeah, yo, you can't let me throw you on my back. I want to throw you on my back. Man, no good news, I want to say I do, I do. We say what's up?
Red Eyes Entertainment.
You know we say what's up?